Tonight on the Famicast, it's the FAMMIES, the Famicast Games of the Year 2022. Brought to you in part by Nishin Noodles and Japanese rapper extraordinaire S-Tone. Please take your seats and enjoy the show. Ho, ho, holy crap. Yes, that's the intro to the FAMMIES. We're here. It's live. We're doing it live. I'm JC, the host of this one. I only host this one. And I'm joined by the regular host, which is Mr. Daniel Bivens. What's up?
Hey, what's up, man? Doing good over here. How you been doing?
Yes. Weirdly formal, whatever.
Right.
I guess because we're wearing our suits, Danny's gone all gentlemanly. Talking of gentlemanly, the opposite of that is Mr. Kedricks.
Nice. I'd like to nominate this honor to my Orthodox Rabbi, Bill Clinton.
Oh man, you got in there first. Damn it. Okay.
I had to.
Right.
Fantastic. Yes.
Don't worry, we can beat this dead horse into the ground.
Yeah, of course.
Right. Meme of the year coming like literally in the last few weeks of the year. Brilliant. So yeah, it's FAMMIES time, baby. Yes, we got people in the chat. Who we got, Danny?
Looks like we got Metal Mike in there. Lemonade's in there too. James Allen and Balls. Metal Mike says, "Shh, it's about time to start."
That's right.
Lemonade.
It's time.
Yeah, it's the FAMMIES. James Allen, let's go. Balls,
right.
Fammy time.
That's right. Grab a drink and get down in those drinks. Get ready. Let's make it like a real award show. Like, we have drunk celebrities, shouting things at each other. That's the kind of atmosphere we're trying to create here.
Is Ty going to get up on the stage and slap me in the face?
Yeah.
Hopefully,
brother.
We should do it in person one time, right?
That'd be awesome, actually.
Yeah. Excellent. Just Danny getting slapped in the face every other award.
I gave you guys a chance at TGS. You could have slapped me in the face in the wrestling ring.
Oh, man.
Nobody came.
It's a waste of opportunity. Yeah. We'll save that for a Patreon exclusive next season.
Wrestling ring.
So the FAMMIES, that's the Patreon, not the Patreon's exclusive awards, and that's for everybody to join in with. But we do have a Patreon page that they could nominate games for the awards. So we've put in our nominations. Our patrons have thrown in their nominations. We've even had a Twitter poll, so any old Tom, Dick, and Harry can vote in, and they will all be counted towards the voting of the games of the year. Our awards are a little bit different from the regular ones, i.e. better, because we don't just do regular, whatever, best graphics, whatever, best story. None of that shit. No. Stay tuned for our amazing awards. So I think we started this last year, Danny, correct me if I'm wrong, but we actually flipped it. So we used to end with our top fives. And Danny pointed out that we're usually dead because this is like the longest podcast of the year. We usually go for like at least 3 hours. We try not to, but then it always ends up being 3 hours, right?
Yeah.
And then we're just kind of like, this, hoarse voice, and we're like, and my game of the year is, and it's like,
I am done with video games.
Oh my God. Exactly. I remember one year, I think I was like literally almost like falling asleep.
Yeah.
It's like, man.
You were.
Crap. Yeah.
Wasn't even alcohol related that time. That was literal just sleep, lack of sleep. Yeah. So anyway, what we're trying to say is that we flipped it. I think we flipped it last year, right, Danny?
That's right.
So we're going to start with our top fives, which we go round robin. Taking turns, starting with five, going all the way up to number one, as is tradition. And the basic rules for this whole show are any game that's nominated this year has to be a 2022 release on Switch. And as we always ironically point out, this game may have come out in 2012 or 2004 on Xbox. But if it came out this year on Switch, you're good. You're good. That's right. And often that does happen, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, Ty played these games literally decades ago.
Mm-hmm.
And but they only just came out on Switch. It happens every year. So yeah, that's fine. Any other rules I'm forgetting? Yeah. Anyway, just and our top fives are based on playtime. which I don't think any other awards show does.
No.
And probably for good reason. I know it's controversial. Some people don't like it.
Sure.
But call me crazy, but usually the game that you play the most is the game that you actually like the most. Pause for comment.
Depends on the genre, but okay.
Depends on yeah, that's right. And if you're thinking, wait a minute, isn't Ty just going to have Dead by Daylight? Well, no, that's not a 2022 release, so that gets rid of that, right? You see?
Mm.
There is method to this madness. So let's get started with the Famicrew's Games of the Year. So who's starting then? Is it me?
Yes.
My numero 5. Well, yeah, it's been a weird one. I mean, probably you're going to hear this comment a lot from a lot of people, not just me. Probably from commenters, probably from our patrons. Didn't play that many new games this year. Didn't play many 2022 games this year, right? Might have played a lot of games, but not all of them came out this year, right? And that's pretty much my story. So, number 5 is going to be like, wait, what? You didn't even talk about that on the show that much. And it is Overwatch 2.
Whoa.
I only played it for a few hours, but that is the only, if I'm making a top 5, that is my number 5 most played game of 2022.
Okay.
And I only played it, like I said, just for a few hours, and not a huge fan of it. I mean, it was okay. Yeah, it's fine. It's Overwatch 2 plays exactly like Overwatch 1, except it's free. Thank you very much. Yeah, and some people on this show may even have stronger opinions towards the game. Pause for Ty to say, yeah, it's garbage.
Oh yeah, I played this game for hundreds of hours. It sucks.
Yeah. But yeah, I got nothing. I mean, that I could have chosen, a demo of something or something else like that. But yeah, that's the only new game, the newest game. I don't want to talk about it very much. Let's just go on to, is it Danny next?
Yeah, I think it is me. And so yeah, I mean, I play a lot of stuff that's like relevant. Sometimes I feel like I need to do that so I can have something cool to talk about. Also, it's sometimes you get caught up in the zeitgeist of just things that are going on. But yeah, and this is one that I didn't talk too much about on the show. And actually, it was really close between this and another game. But my number 5 is NBA 2K23 on the Switch, which I ended up playing up to this point for 15 hours. But
oh wow, okay.
Excuse me. My very close number 6 was actually No Man's Sky on the Switch, which
wow.
I just tallied up. It's like 13.5 hours I've played that on the Switch alone, and yeah, so that's that. I mean, yeah. I thought I might be able to pass it, but no. But yeah, I mean, for sports games on the Switch, I mean, obviously, the Switch is not a powerful machine compared to the other systems, but 2K still does make like a good game, fully featured game. Like this has all the same features found in the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One version, not necessarily the Xbox Series or PlayStation 5 version, but I mean, it has everything pretty much that you can have. The game runs smoothly. And this one just has some really cool, like Michael Jordan themed like moments, like challenges and stuff like that you do. And I was jamming on those. It's just so fun. But
cool.
Yeah.
There you go. That's it. Danny's also a perfect example. A game that came out 6 years ago, No Man's Sky, but new on Switch, so it counts. It counts.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
But NBA, that's a legit new game. So
yeah. Yeah.
You played next year's game this year. Amazing.
Yeah.
You got an early preview.
That. Yeah, exactly.
Right then.
Yeah.
Let's go on to Ty's number 5. So for clarification, these are Switch games or could be played on Switch.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So I literally played my Switch for like a total of 12 hours this year.
That's a lot.
So yeah. And also I had somehow gaslit myself into thinking King of Fighters 14 was out on Switch when it wasn't. And that messed up so many of my nominations for everything. So I have hastily revised my list to not include King of Fighters 14. So I hope you guys like Otoko Cross. What the fuck is it called? Pretty Boys Mahjong. It's pretty good if you're into femboys.
Well,
And who isn't really?
yeah, when it gets down to it, yeah.
Yeah. I talked about this for a while on one of the previous episodes. It's pretty good. Like James got me like a review code, like ironically or unironically, I'm not sure which. I'm like, hell yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
This will get some clicks.
Yeah.
Number 5.
So I have like 3 hours in that.
Cool. So going on to number 4. My number 4 is Lego Bricktails.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got a review code for that one, and yeah, I kind of enjoyed it. It was there was almost like a kind of pre-hype for this because I saw a trailer for it and I just thought it looks really, charming. It's like a adult Lego game, not in that way. Gets a little blue. Yeah, I mean it's cool. It's a fun little game. It looks cool. It looks gorgeous. I think it's like a Lego version of Captain Toad, which I'm also a big fan of.
Right.
The puzzles are very, very simple, but it's the first Lego game I played where it's a Lego game. You're making things out of Lego, and and the interface is it has its good points and bad points, and it can be a little bit clumsy at times. But I really appreciate the effort in that. It says you can build whatever you want, and it really means it. And I love how whatever you build gets put into the game world, exactly how you built it. So like you look at things in the game world, you're like, oh yeah, I made that. Yeah, because it looks like jank and it's completely, strung together, a barely functioning bridge. But yeah, I made that.
Right.
And there's something really charming about that. So yeah, props to Lego Bricktails. Ooh. Yeah, so yeah, played that for about 3 hours. Danny's number 4.
It's funny you should mention Lego because that's my next game is a Lego game. Actually, believe it or not, and that's Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga, which came out back in April. Yeah, everything about this game before they released it just sounded freaking amazing because it's essentially kind of like an open world Star Wars game, but in this kind of Lego form. So I don't know. I think with that type of a setting, there's just a lot more that you can do when it comes to like stuff being kind of unbelievable because it's a little bit more lighthearted, right? So yeah, I mean, of course you can go through like the movies and stuff like that, which is mostly what I did. But yeah, I think just even with my time with the game, it looks like I have 19 hours logged in so far. I still want to play more. It's just, other stuff.
It's like this every year, isn't it? Like my number, 3, 4, and 5 are like, single digit hours. Danny's like, yeah, number 5, I played it for 12 hours.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, and Lemonade just kind of sounded off in the chat too. He said, yeah, Skywalker Saga is great. I know that like he's not even a Star Wars fan, but I think just the mechanics in the game are really cool because basically throw almost everything you know about Lego games into the trash, like old Lego games that you might have played like from the GameCube era and all that stuff. I mean, yeah, you'd still collect a bunch of stuff and unlock a bunch more stuff, but like combat's different. Like the gunplay is actually kind of more modern, cover based shooting, which is really cool and feels great.
Gears of War,
kind of. I mean,
wow.
Hand to hand stuff is fine. I mean, it doesn't reinvent the wheel, but it works, and just visually it looks great. Sounds
good
great.
for kids, I guess.
Yes. Well, I mean, yeah, good for kids. Good for
I'm being serious. Yeah, I'm not saying you are a kid, although you are. Well, but I'm just saying.
You wouldn't be wrong. But cool. Yeah, no, it's an absolutely fantastic game. I know this will come up later in the show, but I know it's on Game Pass. Just hopped on Game Pass just this month. But I don't know if you're in the mood for an adventure game. Yeah, man, this game's pretty solid.
Wow, number 4, 2 Lego games at number 4s. Ty, you're gonna keep that streak going? Another Lego game?
Yeah, I love Lego. No, it's Death Smiles 1 and 2.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Death Smiles. It's one of my favorite like shmup games or Danmaku games if you're a nerd. going back many years, and it got re-released on Switch and also Xbox and things, and it's very nice. It has cool music. It's 2 games. It's the difficulty is like just right, I think. Like, and I think if you want to try a shmup, I would highly recommend it. Yeah, it's you know, you can just kind of, you know, put it on easy and like just slam in credits and win, but I think like the difficulty for like learning the game and pushing to get like a 1 credit clear is just perfect. It's just in the right spot. And you are free to escalate it to like one of the hardest games ever made.
God.
Or not. It's fine.
Yeah.
So maybe yeah. No, there's like literally like 2 or 3 people worldwide who have got like the hardest achievement.
Man.
But like I can 1 credit clear the game with any character, I think.
Damn.
So if you see it on a sale, I would highly recommend it for anyone. Check it out. Wishlist it. Oh, and it's Christmas themed. Well, Death Smile 2 is Christmas themed. Death Smiles 1 is Halloween themed.
Okay.
Sort of. So there you go.
That came out this year?
Yeah, they re-released it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I was playing it on 360 years ago.
Nice.
The Fantasy Edition came with a 360 faceplate.
Oh, nice.
Remember those?
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
I never had any of them, but yeah, I remember them.
Pretty good. So yeah, once again, wishlist it. Death Smiles 1 and 2 on every platform.
Nice. All right then. So we're on to what now?
Oh wait, one more thing. Yeah, probably all year you can see the box for the limited edition arcade stick for it, just like hanging out behind this decorative Hatsune Miku blanket because it's Christmas.
Okay,
I got out the Christmas stuff.
Nice. I'm praying you've had that out since November 5th.
Yeah, more or less.
Okay, me too.
Cool. So number 3. Here we go. So my number 3 is Splatoon 3 Splatfest World Premiere. Yay!
There it is. Okay.
Yeah, this is the free demo and the pre-release demo. I played it for 4 hours.
Okay.
I played the absolute shit out of this thing. I mean, I can't remember. It was a time limited thing, right? So
yeah, wasn't it just? Oh my God, what was it? A big block of time, or was it several small blocks? I don't remember how it was.
Yeah, I think it was several blocks, but yeah, I played it for all the ones that were physically possible for me to do in Japan.
Not like 4 in the morning,
yeah, for maximum amount of time, and yeah, because it was a Splatfest, so it was a really cool demo because it's like, you know, you get a sample of the new Tricolor battles completely for free, and I played the absolute shit out of it, and not that I needed selling on the game anyway, but it was just pretty cool to play this kind of early release of the game.
Yeah.
So yeah, I played that more than, you know, actual full retail games that I own this year. So deal with it, and it's a good excuse to just get Splatoon 3 in there as well, even more.
Ain't no shame.
That's right. Yeah. So Danny, number 3.
Yeah, for me, number 3 was Pokemon Legends Arceus. I played that for 31 hours. Cleared the story. I didn't catch every Pokemon or any of that type of stuff, but I mean that's all I needed to do, really. Yeah, I mean, this is an early 2022 release, so I played that back in January and February and talked about it on the earlier episodes of this year. But yeah, man, what a fantastic game! I mean, it brought Pokemon to like the open world, albeit kind of like in segmented sections, if you will. But I think they nailed it with, you know, the way you catch Pokemon, the way that the world is not the same. It's not just going and fighting gym leaders and stuff like that. I mean, it's like you kind of just randomly show up in this town and you're just kind of automatically labeled a pariah just because you're not one of them. So it's like quite different, right, than like the regular Pokemon games. So like I really dug that. That's the main thing I really dug about it, and that's one of the reasons I don't really care about most mainline Pokemon games, because I feel like I've already done that, you know. But this was cool because it was just so different. Kind of reminds me like a Majora's Mask to Ocarina of Time type of thing, you know.
This came out early this year?
Yeah, January.
Wow, so they released 2 Pokemon games in 1 year. Jesus Christ. No wonder the second one was broken.
Yeah, a lot of different reasons, I think, for that too. Yeah, but
more on that later.
Yeah, but no, this is a fantastic game. I mean, I picked it up with the voucher system that's still going on here in Japan, and I think in Europe, but they don't do it in North America anymore for whatever reason. And again, just for a refresher, that's the thing where you throw down like basically $100 in Japan, 10,000 yen. You get 2 games for that, which is a great deal because games are more than like 50 bones each. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But
the trick is to get games which are worth 7,000. Right?
7 or 8,000. Yeah. You can do that, which is insane. So
that's right.
Yeah, that's my number 3. Fantastic game. If you fell out of love with Pokemon for a long time ago, this is something I think you could be interested in.
Right. Ty's number 3. Let's go.
Oh, let's go. What was it? Oh, Taiko no Tatsujin. The I forget what the new version is called. Festival something, or is that the old one?
Drum and Fun was the first one, right? So yeah, something festival.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. It has some cool songs. I don't know what else to tell you.
Is there like an adventure mode, isn't it? Oh, that's a different.
Is it? If there is, I haven't played it. Like
okay.
I just play the songs, man. But like
it's
got those Toho music. It's got Undertale. It's got all sorts of anime songs, and it has some really banging original songs.
Oh, cool.
Retro game songs, stuff like that. It's a lot of fun.
You played this on Switch?
I've played it on a lot of different things I've had just lying around the house. I've played it on touchscreen, played it with buttons, played it on fight stick, played it on keyboard. Yeah. Yeah, actually probably playing on touchscreen is one of the better options, I think. Or it's pretty good. I mean, it's like you can play it on the go, which is kind of the idea.
Yeah.
And there are some pretty sick YouTube videos of dudes like just exploding the game on a touchscreen. So yeah, like I bought it when it was like discounted down to almost nothing. It was like a steal, and that came out this year, right?
Yeah. There's a couple of them. There's one that came out in like 2019 or something, and there is one that came out this year. So that's why and I forgot the names because it's kind of blends together, right?
Right.
Let's pretend that Ty played the new one that came out this year.
Sure.
Wait, no, I did play the new one that came out this year. I was playing it mostly on PC, but I have a slightly older one on Switch. They all play the same, but
it's all the same, isn't it?
There it is.
Yeah, got a good song list, good features. It's fun.
Cool.
Right then, number 2. So yeah, number 2. Finally, we're getting into an actual game that I actually liked and I actually played for a good amount of time. And it's not a demo or some shit like that. And number 2 is Fire Girl Hack and Splash Rescue DX.
Oh, right. Okay.
Which I played for more than 5 hours.
Okay.
And this is a roguelike game, so you know you're repeating the same stages again and again. You know, not very long. They're not very long stages, but you know, the aim is to do them perfectly, rescue all the people in the stage, put out the fires, you know, rescue the kitties, and find stone tablets to defeat the fire demon coming to New York. You know, all the classic firefighting things that you do in a firefighting game.
Right.
Yeah, that last part, that hit me for 6. It's like, wait, what? And there's like some kind of conspiracy, like the mayor of New York is like secretly, you know, made a pact with the devil to, you know, burn the whole city down, you know, all those kind of classic things that you would expect.
True to life.
But yeah, I love this game from the moment. I think it was in a direct, and from the moment I saw it, I was like, oh man, that looks hype as fuck. You know, I'm a fan of the Ignition Factor. I don't know if you guys remember that one on the Super Nintendo.
Vaguely.
Yeah,
Is that on Nintendo Switch Online?
yeah, I think it's on. Yeah, you can play it for free on Switch Online.
Yeah.
You know, firefighting games, if they're done right, I think they're really fun. And I think Ghostbusters 2, I know it's not a firefighting game, but you know, there are lots of similarities with ghostbusting and putting out fires, right?
Right.
And Ghostbusters 2 on the Game Boy is, you know, it's legit, like really, really fun kind of, you know, busting, you know, putting things out, rescuing thing game like this is. And it's really fun. And yeah, it looks really beautiful because it's like 2D sprite characters, but it's in Unreal Engine. So like the fire effects and the environments are like, you know, photorealistic with like, you know, reflections and, you know, real metals and woods and things. But then you have this cute, like, you know, 16-bit character in the stage, and I don't know, it works really well. Like the way they did it, it doesn't stand out. It doesn't sound as bad as what I'm describing it. It looks really nice. It's really,
Sure.
really good effect. And it has a water jump straight out of Super Mario Sunshine, but you know, actually done well and in a good game.
Boom! Shots fired. Ty.
Yeah. What?
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
Yeah, that's perfect. You pulled the
Ty
trigger.
hits Sunshine more than me, or equal to me.
Yeah, I know.
So yeah, it's cool, and you know, there are a whole bunch of like, you know, stages to go through, and yeah, it's just fun. It's a game. You know, roguelike games can go either way. Like you could get really bored and say, okay, this is shit. I feel like my character's not powerful, and I just want to give up and I want to kill myself. Or the good ones, you know, encourage you by drip feeding you cool stuff that make you want to get better and, you know, upgrade or, you know, buy stuff with the money that you earn. And that's what this game does. So yeah, it was good times.
Yeah, you've talked this game up a lot. I have definitely wish listed.
Yeah, man, it's good. Danny, numero dos.
Yeah, so for me, this is actually Live. The Switch, I played that for 34 hours. And yeah, I mean, obviously it's cool that this game finally got a release outside of Japan. I mean, it's also cool that it got like a complete like remaster. Because if you don't know what like the Super Famicom version or anything like that looked like, I mean, it's really kind of like akin to like almost like Final Fantasy 4 or Final Fantasy 5, like that kind of like style of graphics, kind of like a slightly smaller character model or pixel art and stuff like that. But some things can be chunky in that Super Famicom version. But yeah, and then I mean, it came out in '94 and it was just locked away. It was considered almost kind of like a failure because it didn't do numbers like, you know, Final Fantasy and stuff, which is kind of a shame. But I mean, yeah, I mean, I know I've talked about this on the show like over the summer and stuff like that. But yeah, I really like how for the majority of the game you are just playing through small segmented like stories based on like very specific eras and just a certain set of characters and stuff like that. And slight spoiler, I mean, everything kind of comes together in the end. And I won't say that they totally messed up the landing or anything at the end, but it does get a little bit tedious. But I still really enjoyed it because I really liked the characters. I liked the locations, the artwork and stuff like that is fantastic. Music is great too. So yeah, it's a really fun game, and I think a lot of you guys out there have played it. But if you haven't, there's a free demo, so like you could check it out.
Cool. Yeah, I get Chrono Trigger vibes. You know, that kind of time traveling part of it.
Sure,
it's great. Cool.
Sure. Yeah, that's me.
So Ty is number 2.
Oh yeah, great game. Pretty Girls Collection. Yeah, it's actually 4 games in one, so there you go.
Wow. 4 games in one. Your parents helped
Yeah.
set it up.
Yeah, and you get to see naked girls on your Nintendo Switch. It's innovative.
Oh man, you guys should watch the live show when Ty did I don't think it was a live stream, but like a video recording.
I recorded my footage.
Yeah, and censored it. It's great.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Yeah, you
timing.
can get the limited physical edition, and yeah, that has the nude version. But I was actually fully engaged in Pretty Girls Panic gameplay.
Yeah, no, it looked like really fun, like really solid, like stuff that you're doing, like in terms of like the gameplay.
Yeah, it gets really challenging towards the end, and like there's a lot of cool surprises. Like it starts getting to have like really cool music with lyrics and stuff, and you're like, whoa, what is happening? Why is this so good?
Hmm.
It's also on Steam for like just that one game out of the 4 is on Steam for like $2 right now.
Okay.
I don't know if that has the naked version or not. But I love that game. I would buy another one. I might buy another one. We'll see. Don't tell mom if you get this game.
Right.
Like hide it under your bed.
Yeah, exactly.
Fantastic.
Right.
Cool. Pornography at number 1. Love it.
Hell yeah. That was number 2. We got one more.
Oh, right. Sorry. Yes. Oh my goodness. Something that beat pornography. It's going to be good. Stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. So yeah, number 1, games of the year. So our personal most played games of 2022. So I'm going to do mine in 1.1, 1.2, and 1.3. Okay, it's a three-parter because this game is too big to fit. Just to say one game and then be done with it is not fair, because this game is fucking huge and it has so many things to it, and they're all amazing. I am, of course, referring to the Mega Man Zero collection. No.
Yes.
No, I'm, of course, referring to Splatoon 3. So, Splatoon 3, in total, I played this game for 110 hours, guys.
Jeez. This came out in September. Yeah, nice. Nice work.
So, if I just say, I played Splatoon 3 for 110 hours, that's only telling a part of the story, right? Because this game has, 3 distinct modes, and they're very, very different. Like, I would argue they could be just 3 games that released separately, and I would buy them all individually for 5,000 yen. So for 1.3, it would be the Alterna, which is the story mode. I played the story mode for about 15 hours. I finished it, and I think it's probably the best story mode they've had. It beats. I think Splatoon 1 is the second best, and Splatoon 2 is the I'm not gonna say worst, but the least best.
Sure.
I thought it was fantastic, the way they incorporated the old idol characters into this story. You've got like Callie and Marie from the first game, and these 3 new idol characters in there, and the story that they created, like how they kind of introduce these new characters, and they start off as like enemies, but then ends up working together at the end, and the ending is just insanity, just like amazing. Probably one of the best, well, definitely the best boss fight they've had in a Splatoon game, and all of the boss battles up to the final boss were just really good and actually unique. And because with Splatoon 2, they reused a lot of bosses, like they just made like really hype versions of the first game, and there were a few new ones as well, but like Splatoon 3 was like all new ones, and they were all amazing. Just like and I can tell there's going to be DLC for this. I think they've kind of hinted at that. So yeah, I'm down for more single player DLC. I mean, it's a 15-hour like third-person shooter adventure game, and it's not even the main part of the game. It's insane. Like, yeah, it's incredible. Like, I would pay good money to play a good third-person shooter for 15 to 20 hours, right?
Sure. Yeah.
There's just one mode in a game. It's insane. And then 1.2 would be the Turf War / Anarchy battles, which is the new name for the ranked modes. So I guess the thing with the Turf War would be the new weapons, right? The new specials and new weapons. And the new specials are cool. And actually, my main weapon now is has a new special that was introduced in Splatoon 3, which is this ground pound sensor thing, which like sends like a shockwave and like kills everyone in its radius. Not instant kill, but like I think if it hits them twice, they die. So you can basically throw it in the middle of a stage, and it'll just send this shockwave out, and then everyone has to jump over it, at the right time. Almost like a Fall Guys maneuver, Ty. You have to jump over this shockwave or you'll die. So it's kind of
that's a video game classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a good way to like make people get back, and then gives you time to like get in the center and take some turf. It's so much fun. I love it. And my old special, the NZAP, what my avatar is, that NZAP is not in this game at the moment, at the time of recording, like the one that I use, like the red one. There's a gray NZAP, but it doesn't have the same special as what it had in Splatoon 2. So I actually not using that right now.
Okay.
So my avatar is not actual reality. I don't actually use that.
He's a phony.
Yeah. So I'm using these Julies, which are kind of two-handed weapon, which has got quite a good range. The new stages, they just added a new stage in a recent DLC update, like a free DLC update. The onsen, the hot springs stage, and that's fantastic. And they just added a Splatoon 1 stage, which was like so nostalgic. It was, oh man, I know the Japanese name more than the English name. What the fuck? The Danshi. It's something Heights.
Government housing.
Yeah, government housing.
Government housing Heights.
People listening to it will know what I'm talking about. The one that's like based on like an apartment complex. Yeah, like I literally haven't played this stage since whenever Splatoon 1 came out, like 2015. So it was like huge nostalgia here. It's like, holy shit, this stage hasn't been in since the first game, and they recreated it exactly. They've added, tweaked it a little bit, but it's a wonderful stage, and I really hope they bring back more old stages as well, and keep adding new weapons and stuff. But yeah, the 1.1, the number one of number one is of course Salmon Run, which is I played Turf War for about 35 hours.
Does it break it down so you can see that, or
no? This is like a estimate.
Okay.
Estimate.
Gotcha.
My estimate. Salmon Run, I think I put in about 60 hours, so way double that of Turf War, which is a complete reversal from Splatoon 2, because I would play more ranked and Turf War than Salmon Run.
Yeah, it was limited back then too, so you can only play it at certain times.
Time limited, yeah, time limited. There is no time limit now.
Yeah,
it goes back to back. Next one, and they've added so many. I wouldn't call them like login bonus. If it was a smartphone game, it'd be like login bonus. But like, there's like this capsule machine in the lobby where you can like pay 5,000 coins and then you get like a random pull. You can do that every day, and then there's obviously new costumes every day that you can get, new gear. But with Salmon Run, like you can get new costumes and new ability chunks and money just from playing Salmon Run, and you get so much cool stuff from doing it. And if you get the same gear that you've already got, you can just like break it down into the chunks, like the ability things that are attached to each of the gear, and you can just say, oh, I don't want that t-shirt, just give me the chunks for it. So you get so many chunks that you can then apply to gear in the Turf War. And then they got the catalog system, so the catalogs gives you more stuff as well. So, and that works in all modes. So like you play Salmon Run, you'll get it points towards your catalog for doing it there, or in Turf War. It doesn't matter what you play. And it's incredible. And they've got this new boss characters, and then they've got this mega boss character called Kokozuna, and if you defeat him, you get special stuff, special gear and special things from that as well. And this week, just a few days ago, they had this new event called Big Run, which is a salmon run event, which affects the whole game. And even that's incredible. It's just like, it's amazing. It's just like a flawless, execution of this mode. It's absolutely incredible how much they've improved it and how fun it is. I play it pretty much every day. It's like, it's just endlessly fun. It's just like that gameplay loop is just, it's just so addictive. Yeah, scarily addictive, which is why I played this game for 110 hours.
Yeah. Here's 1,000 more.
Yeah. Right. So yeah, that's Splatoon 3, my #1 game of 2022.
There has been a little bit of banter in the chat. I'll just kind of go through a couple of these things. Specifically about Splatoon 3. There's some other stuff too, but Balls, he said, I'm totally getting into Splatoon 3 in 2023. No time this year. Fair enough. Lemonade, he said, I want to like Splatoon 3, but why is the online so bad? It has so many connection errors. And
move to a better country, mate.
I was gonna say, I was waiting for that. As soon as I saw this, this is exactly what I know James or Ty is gonna say. And then AZ, he heard it too. I thought I heard this as well. You said anarchy battles, but I heard like aniki battles, like Big Brother,
anarchy.
Like in Japanese, aniki, cho aniki, if you will.
Cho aniki battles.
Good game.
Yeah. Metal Mike, the guys are kind of having like a little bit of a chat in the chat. Please continue to do so too, guys. But Metal Mike, didn't Splatoon 3 win best multiplayer game of the year at the Keeleys? Yes.
Never heard of him.
Right. And then Balls, I'm surprised to hear that about the online. I remember 2 being pretty flawless for an online Nintendo game at least. And yeah, I'm kind of like the same. I mean, I played Splatoon 3 online. I haven't had any problems personally. I mean, James, have you run into any issues?
Or connection issues with Splatoon 3? Yeah, there have been more disconnections than I experienced with Splatoon 2. That is true. But after, there's been a couple of patches since then, and it's got better each time.
Okay.
So I'm currently in the current patch, I'm not getting any disconnection errors. You get people disconnecting because they're losing, of course, but that I wouldn't call that an internet problem. That's
just somebody being a baby.
Bad loser. That's straight to scrub code's problem, not nothing to do with the fucking internet. So yeah, Danny, please tell us. I mean, I'm always surprised, Danny. You surprise me every year with some fucking wild cards, like some indie wrestling game, whatever.
that one was a wrestling. Yo, that was a great game.
Hit us.
God. Yeah.
Danny,
anyways. Well, this is a 10-part thing. No, I'm just kidding.
Right,
no, my #1 is very straightforward. This is MLB The Show 2022 on the Switch. I played this game for 90 hours, apparently.
Whoa.
In the span of like a couple months.
I got you beat, Danny.
Yeah. Yeah, but I was kind of surprised that I put this much time into it. But, with sports games, I get really into, from time to time, like the creative player stuff, and then like playing your own career. And then you're just playing, you're just playing through the game. And like with this game, it was cool because you're only playing like when you're on the field, like when you're batting or when you're select times when you're fielding. So games go by like pretty quick. You can play in maybe an hour, you can play like 3-4 games, maybe even more. So, and a baseball season's pretty damn long, like 162 games or whatever. So, yeah. And I did like 3 seasons. First you start out in this literal scrub league, and you're trying to work your way into the majors. My first year in the majors, made it to the World Series as Chicago Cubs, facing the Chicago White Sox. Fucking lost. That was fun. But then, the second time around, we went to the World Series again the next year, and we ended up winning. And I got the home run title. And it's all sorts of stupid video game stuff like that. But I had so much fun. Earlier in the episodes earlier this year, my guys Danny Dudenstein, because there's no Bivens in the things that they could say. So it just seemed like the next best thing, next most natural thing, obviously.
Yeah.
But no, man, it was a fantastic game. And I mean, it's such a big improvement over crappy games like RBI. I mean, RBI baseball, that series, it tried to do a lot of things. It tried to be an arcade game. Then it started to kind of get a little bit more sim heavy. And then they just canned it. and they did it because MLB The Show was coming to the Switch. But cool thing about this game that I haven't got to try out really is they have cross progression, like cross saves and stuff like that. So I could play on the Switch, and then I could go to my Xbox, I could go to my PC if I want to, but I just haven't done that yet, because I was thinking like, okay, I don't need to play another freaking 90 hours. There's a bunch of other stuff I want to play. Otherwise, like the show would get quite boring if it's like, hey guys, okay, 7,000 hours into MLB The Show, I'm at 67 years old, I'm the coach now, or something like that. But yeah,
I know what you mean. Actually, when I realized how much Splatoon I'm putting in, it's like, man, I should be playing other games, new games. It's like, nah, let's just play one more game.
I mean, it is nice to kind of have that kind of like comfort game to go back to and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I get it.
That's pretty wild, Danny. You said about getting into the finals and you lost. There's no takebacks. There's not like reload your save. It's like, nah.
I mean, I did do that a few times because I was getting so mad, and then I got to the point. It's like, okay, what's the worst that can happen? I'll play another like 30 hours to get to the World Series again, and well, that's what I had to do. Yeah, but
did America win the World Series?
Yeah.
Yes.
Big time. Yeah. Oh, it looks like Don's in the chat. Ninten-Don't. Hey, Don, what's up, man?
Don was in Japan recently,
right? Yeah. I got to meet up with Don a couple of weeks ago. It was great to see him in person, first time ever. So it's great being able to see him and just hang out and stuff. And that was awesome, man.
Whoop whoop.
Yeah, man.
Right then, the moment you've all been waiting for.
Right.
Ty Sugar's pornographic game of the year. Game of the year.
Let's go.
Bean game. Oh wait, that's not specific enough. All Guys.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah, I played it for over 100 hours.
Damn. Okay.
Got all those achievements. You could pretend it was on Switch.
Nice.
Yeah, I did play it a lot. It's cool. It's free. I mean, just get it.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun for everyone. It's like one of those games I would recommend to anyone. Like anybody can enjoy this game. It's a funny bean game. You run and you jump and you fall down and you get knocked into goop. Right. What's not to like? You can dress up like Hatsune Miku or I don't know.
You can do that in real life. You can do that in real life too. So
true. What skins did I actually buy? I got like the WWE wrestlers.
Nice.
Yeah.
What are some notable old stars that I might know?
Undertaker.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and like you can have like an Undertaker win animation where you like pop up if you get the crown. It's pretty good.
Oh, cool.
What else? King of Fighters beans. I got those. Who plays Mayan Terry? What else? Doom Guy.
Did you get this? What their Sonic ones or something?
Yeah, I didn't pay for any of those. I might have gotten one in like an event, but yeah, okay. Like Sonic and Robotnik. The Robotnik one slaps.
Okay,
because like he's already being shaped. It's perfect.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's already bald, isn't he? So.
Perfect.
Yeah. So nice. Yeah, you can dress up as your favorite pop culture being. It's like fucking Funko Pops, but you don't like fucking buy them and post about them on Reddit and ruin all your intrapersonal relationships. You just play the funny bean game and it's great.
You don't take up space in your room either, so
right. And they're not ugly as fuck.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, Fall Guys. I don't think you need me to tell you about it, but it's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's 2022 release on Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Available now.
Before we move on, James, just to catch up with the chat, this a little bit. Yeah, Lemonade's pretty shocked about the 100 hours. I think for Ty, you said 100 hours, right?
105, I believe.
Okay. Is it surprised at how low that number is?
Well, he didn't specifically say.
That's how long it takes to get all the achievements.
Right. And
more or
less. Balls popped in with balls, guys. Perfect.
Balls, guys.
Nice.
Ninten-Don't too. He said he's got the costume of the notable female WWE wrestler from Japan, Asuka. Nice.
Yeah. I bought the set.
Oh, okay. So you have it.
I did play as Asuka for a long time.
Friend of the show, Asuka.
Friend of the show.
Right?
Yes. Yeah. J-Cat's in here too. Said, hey, oh wow, I didn't know you boys are gonna dress up. Yeah,
well. I didn't know you were going to play dress up. No,
oh, okay. Well,
I should have worn my fucking Among Us costume.
you should have, man.
Oh, you did get that right, yeah.
Yeah, I hope you saw the pictures on Twitter from around Halloween.
I did.
Not a joke. Not a joke. Nice. So that wraps up the personal top fives. So let's go from the lobby area. Let's go into the main stage.
Enter the venue.
Let's say before we do that, James, do we want to do the Patreons? Some of the
patrons yes. Thank you, Danny. I almost forgot those ones. So yes, our patrons have sent us their top fives, and they're playing by the rules. Top 5 most played. Yep. And the first one we have is John Cario, and his top 5 are Halo Infinite, classic Switch game. Brilliant. Thanks for that. Number 4, Metroid Dread. That was last year's game. Thanks for playing. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. That was this year, right, Dan?
Yep.
Yeah, another classic Nintendo game.
Or 2009. No.
Yep. Mario Kart DX DLC. That was this year. Good play. And Overwatch 2 is his number 1 most played game. There it is. Addison goes for number 5, Lego Star Wars Saga. That was Skywalker Saga. That was in Danny's number 4, right?
Yeah, somewhere in there.
Yeah. Pokemon Violet, number 4. Rip in peace. Number 3, Mario & Rabbids Sparks of Hope. You probably won't hear that game being mentioned much more in this show. So good job that he got it in there.
Yeah.
Number 2 is Kirby and the Forgotten Land. That was this year?
Yep.
Yeah, earlier this year, right? And number 1, good man, Splatoon 3. Boom! Love this guy. Russ Greeno, our most trollingest patron, has gone for a very interesting mix. I think he's been playing his Xbox a little bit too much. Number 5 is Cover Fire, which is a free first-person shooter game.
Yes. Wow.
Runbox
First-person shooter in air quotes. Yes.
Yes. Runbox Run was also a free game if you had a game from Atui. Number 3 is Mario Kart 8 Booster Pack 3. Number 2 is Booster Pack 1, and number 1 is Booster Pack 2. Brilliant.
Topical.
Like Mario Kart. Oh, sorry. Addison had a little comment here. He's still waiting for his Pizza Hut gift card from Reggie. And James Allen, he's got a lot of turtles in this one. Number 5 is Turtles Shredder's Revenge. Number 4 is Turtles Cowabunga Collection. Number 3 is Fall Guys. Number 2 is Switch Sports. And number 1 is Splatoon 3. Good man. Good man. He says, Cowabunga dudes, bring on TOTK in 23. Remind me, what is that?
Tears of the...
right. Tears of the old... Tears of the Kingdom.
Yep, Tears. Right. James, do you want me to give your voice a break? I can continue on.
Go ahead, yeah. Take over with Metal Mike.
Sure, yeah. Metal Mike's top 5 started off with Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga. Awesome. Followed up by number 4, Pokemon Scarlet.
Pokemon.
Then number 3, Bayonetta 3. How appropriate. His number 2 game of the year in terms of hours was Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. And number 1 was Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Nice list there. And with the comment, he said, where my Super Switch at, bro? It's like, yeah, well, we're all waiting, man. That's for sure. And yeah, what?
Balls.
Yes.
Thanks.
And Balls, his number 5, a good game I didn't play. Okay. Sure.
Yeah, it's hard, man.
Yeah.
I had to really stretch for my number 5.
Sure. Number 4 for him was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Cowabunga Collection. Followed up with number 3, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. Great game. And number 2, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC. Yeah, man. There's some bangers in there. It's reason to definitely go back to the game. And number 1 for him is same as Ty, Fall Guys.
Wow. A lot of turtles, a lot of Fall Guys with the patrons.
Yeah. And Yeah, this is. I mean, I think this is the story for multi-platform people. A lot of them out there, at least. That I most. Balls also said I mostly played Elden Ring this year. Then my PS4 died now, so I don't play video games.
Wow.
Rip.
It happens. um, and yeah, Lemonade, his top 5, 2 number 4s, maybe same hours, I'm assuming. Is Splatoon 3, and then Soundfall, both kind of tied there. His number 3 is Bayonetta 3, followed by Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga and Xenoblade 3.
Wow.
And
Bayonetta 3, yeah.
Yeah. Right. No snarky comments from him there either. But one of our newest friends of the show, Transient Image, his number 5 didn't have one, but the closest would be Power Pro Kun Pocket R. That came out late 2021. So maybe we can fudge that a little bit. That was his number 5. Number 4 for him was Pokemon Legends Arceus, followed by Splatoon 3 at number 3, Live Alive at number 2, and Chrono Cross at number 1. Cool.
Chrono Cross, right.
Yeah.
God, that came out this year.
Was that this year? God, everything just blends together. He said, also, I tend to play a lot of 3DS and DS games, so even though my Switch is my most collected for system, it's just a backlog at this point while I finish older stuff, but I was happy to have a bunch of old Square Enix games re-releases on modern consoles like Chrono Cross and Live Alive, hence why they're in his top 2. And James, I think you can take care of Rich's top 5 there.
Well, yeah, Rich, our biggest patron, he didn't play any games, any new games in 2022. The only new release he played was AI: The Somnian Files, Nirvana Initiative, which he played on his Steam Deck, not his Switch. So yeah, his top 5 is one game, and it's not on Switch. So yeah, no, I feel you. It's if there's certain games that you're not interested in, then 2022 could be very barren.
Right.
It happens.
Don, actually, he just threw this up there too, but I knew that he played a lot of Nintendo Switch Sports, but he said, 150 hours roughly. It's like, damn, man. That's like 145 hours more than me.
Jesus Christ. Right. Like says, what's his favorite sport there?
He says currently golf. Pre-update, though, he really liked, football, aka soccer, to 3 countries in the world, including both of the ones I've lived in.
I have the leg strap now, Danny. So
right.
Yeah, next time over yours, I'll bring the leg strap. We can play football.
You can play with that. I'll just play with the regular controls.
Fair enough. All right then. Cool. So cool. Yeah, let's go on to the main event. Don't forget your drink.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So the main events. These are our various varying categories that we have here, and the first one we have. Who's going to take the first one? Oh, it is me.
Yeah.
Yes. Our number 1 is Online Game of the Year. Sorry, I put the stress in the wrong place. Online Game of the Year. So yeah, this is obviously games that we like to play online with friends. And the nominees we have so far are Splatoon 3, Fall Guys, Mario Strikers Battle League Football. You can add or delete football depending on where you're from. And Nintendo Switch Sports. So the last year's winner, 2021 winner, was Pac-Man 99. And the runner-up was Nintendo 64 Online. What the hell?
Gross. Must have been slim pickings that year.
Yeah,
sometimes you just think like, why? But yeah, I think Ty nailed it. Maybe we just didn't. I mean, we can't play everything too. I mean, but
I think it was like, might as well just throw it in there. Nothing else online, yeah.
And it's probably just like the only 2, and then that was it. There we go.
That was it. Yeah, because we had some bad experiences with 64 Online this year, so it definitely wouldn't have won this year.
I'd say, to be fair, it's always like when we're playing internationally, like that seems to be the biggest problem.
Yeah. So James Allen throws in a vote for Fall Guys before we've even started here. So I think we all know my nomination. I'll just put my name down for Splatoon 3. That would be my number 1 nomination. I played the demo of Switch Sports, and I played bowling and badminton and sword fighting, and they're all pretty fun.
Yeah.
Pretty fun. Yeah, nothing negative to say about that. I played the demo of the Battle League football as well. That was also quite fun. I mean, yeah, it was. It's not really football, but it's a fun arcade game, you know.
Yeah.
You know, for Americans, you know, it's good fun. good way to teach them the basics, and then, you know, they're faced with the reality when the game is nothing like it, but whatever.
Wow, pretty close.
Yeah, Rocket League's probably closer to real football than this one, but anyway,
maybe.
And Fall Guys, played a bunch of that this year with the patrons, with you guys. Yeah, that was also a lot of fun. So that's hard actually to vote for my second one. I'll let you guys talk.
So I mean,
Fall Guys free.
Yeah, I know that Ty's going to choose that. I mean, I did like. I mean, yeah, I only played 5 hours of Nintendo Switch Sports Online. And the main game, I also played part of the test fire, or not, whatever the hell they called it, the test thing that they did, and I thought it was fine. And I didn't really have too many disconnects or anything weird like that. Things are pretty snappy, and it's just fun to play. I mean, I liked playing the bowling. I like competing against people. It can be maddening sometimes because sometimes people are just so good and you just suck. You know, it's just the way it goes sometimes. But I like that a lot. Yeah.
Right then. I think Fall Guys would get my second vote. I think. Yes. Splatoon 3 would be my first, and then. What do we give it? 2 points for a first vote, and then 1 point for a second.
Yeah, that sounds about right. And
Ty goes for Fall Guys for your first one, yeah. So Ty, what would be your second vote?
I would like to abstain because I've never played any of these other games, and I don't intend to.
Well, if that's the case, I did.
Wait, Switch Sports is your first option? What the fuck?
Yeah.
For online?
Yeah, it's fine. Mostly played it online. I mean, okay, if you don't play it online, you're kind of limited with like what you can do. Believe it or not. And I don't play. My wife doesn't really want to play that much, so it's just me, basically. Fall Guys was good. I mean, God, I might have to just give it to Splatoon. Because I mean, it's fun. It's Splatoon, and it's fun to play. Nothing against like Fall Guys or anything, which has a lot more going on. Multi-platform, online. I'm talking myself out of Splatoon.
Okay, you're talking yourself out of it. Okay, so what do we got so far then? So we got 3 points for Fall Guys, 2 for Splatoon, and 2 for Switch Sports. So yeah, Danny, you have to get in your second option.
Oh God. Okay.
Splatoon or Fall Guys.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. I'm going to throw down on Fall Guys.
All right then. Asshole, and that means that's 2, 3, 4 points for Fall Guys. So that wins it. And then
beans.
But Danny, unfortunately, we have a tie for runner-up. So
I'd say if we want to do that, I mean, we could just go. We can do like a thing where it's like, okay, dude, like you literally played it for a shitload of time online, and you had a lot of fun with it. I played it for a little bit of time online. I had fun with it. I combined between us both. I think we both played Splatoon more online, so maybe that should be a runner-up based on playtime.
Wow, that didn't take long, did it?
I mean, you know, yeah.
So there it is. Online game of the year goes to Fall Guys when the runner-up is Splatoon 3. And I'm already angry, and it's only the first award. Good job, guys.
Cool.
We did it.
Yes.
All right, then. So the second award is Danny.
Yes. So this, of course, is the Please Stop of the year, 2022 edition. Basically, these are trends or games or series or whatever that you kind of just want to stop. That's going on in the gaming industry. Our nominees up to this point so far are Famicrew members talking about the Xbox. Okay. Aggressive cease and desist letters from Nintendo, dubbing Nintendo Directs, Nintendo of America, unplayable N64 online. That last one comes from our patrons. So,
sorry, I just had, yeah. There's one more. I just noticed there was a last minute addition.
Sure. And then this one actually comes from Boss, releasing cloud versions of games.
Right. So what was last year's, Danny? Please stop.
Right. Yeah, last year's the winner was Scalpers and the lack of trying to stop them. It's still going on. And with the runner-up being NFTs being included in any way, shape, or form in games, it's still kind of happening.
Yeah, we killed that one, didn't we?
It's definitely come down quite a bit.
Yeah, we killed NFTs. They are no longer a threat to humanity. But yeah, Scalpers, man, Jesus Christ. Yeah, there've been some things. I mean, like I think I talked about in a regular episode. I just investigating if PlayStations and Xbox Series X's were available, and there was a sign saying you're only allowed to buy one, and you're gonna have to prove it by showing your points card that you've never bought it before. So there are some attempts to stop it.
Yeah, so but it's I don't want to go too long about this, but like Genki and Jody talked about this before, but like, man, some of these scalpers, like some Chinese companies or whatever, like they hire Japanese native people, be like, hey, yo, you have a membership here. I will give you, a little bit of money on top of this. And you sell it to us. We'll sell it in China and make like a shitload more. And like, that's how they're getting around even these kind of requirements, which is freaking ridiculous. And I don't see how you could combat that.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. Yeah, well, when the PlayStation costs like what $700,
Yeah,
right. That's a lot of profit.
Then like the Sony guys are like, "Whoa, we're going to be sending more units to Japan." If they saturate the Japan with units, then that could. Anyways.
So I think I would expand the not just Famicrew members talking about Xbox. I think I would expand it to podcasters in general, just pining on about Game Pass. It's like it seems to be every single. I mean, it's RFN, it's other podcasts. It's not just our podcast. It's like every other fucking comment. It's like talking about Xbox. It's like,
I think this is just you that doesn't like this, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Join us.
Yeah, it's Game Pass is a good deal. Like, I don't see the problem with it. To be excited as a gamer, you're like, dude, if you have Game Pass, you can play this thing for free. And it sounds annoying when you don't have it. You're like, there he goes again. But
no one has an Xbox and no one wants an Xbox. So why are you talking about it?
Yeah,
that's my comeback.
Okay.
Xbox didn't even go to the fucking Game Awards. Like, Xbox don't care about Xbox. So that was my piece. Anyway, what's the C&D letters?
Oh, not technically a C&D, but Nintendo is basically responsible for canceling the Smash World Tour.
Yeah,
that was a big thing.
Yeah.
Oh, not like a specific game, like an indie game that somebody made.
More like shutting down events and basically being opposed to fun or community building or anything good.
Okay. Yeah. Well, when you say a C&D letter, I think of that Metroid game, the Metroid 2 remake that they did like a few years ago, and Nintendo fucking shut that down. And we're like, what the fuck, dude? Like, you're not even making a Metroid game. Why are you shutting these guys down?
Someone's gotta make it.
Right? And then, ironically, they did release a Metroid game a few years later, right? Like, they released a Metroid 2 remake a few years later, right?
Yeah.
That's why they did it. But, I haven't had anything that egregious this year, to be honest.
Okay. Well, something that egregious happened this year.
All right. So, yeah, dubbing Nintendo Directs. So, yeah, obviously I added this one. So I think Nintendo of America needs to stop this. Like, it annoys me now. Like, the most recent one was the Mario movie trailer, and it's like Shigeru Miyamoto coming on talking in an American accent. it's just like, oh man, just stop it. It's just dumb.
That's
it just
just
sounds
how
so
he talks,
stupid.
James. That's how he talks in English. Sounds like an American.
Oh man, it's just so stupid.
Yeehaw.
And yeah, like especially when they're using like Japanese words or like, phrases, and then they're saying it in an American accent. It's just like, just fucking subtitles. Every other region in the world just has subtitles.
James,
Only
I have
America dubs it.
one thing to say to you. If you don't like America, you can get out, okay?
Fair enough. Yes, I will leave America right now.
No, dude, yeah, I do think it's silly, but like I don't really care. I mean, I usually watch the Japanese one because and for everything. So I'm just like, okay, what are they going to say here that they're not going to say elsewhere? But recently, not much.
Well, yeah, my point is that the Nintendo of Europe one, you get the Japanese with English subtitles, so you get the best of both worlds. You can learn Japanese, and
there's more languages and stuff for them to consider. So that's why, where America, it's just like, okay, put it in English and speak because people don't know how to read. So
right, you said it, not me. You're American. You're allowed to say that. Yeah,
that's where we are.
Our Lemonade in the chat says the Australian ones also do not get dubbed. So you see, Australians can read. Good job, guys. Unplayable 64 online. Yeah, that's pretty bad, isn't it? Like,
yeah, with us, I mean, obviously we could probably play together and be fine. But if we want to play with like some of you guys out there, you're not all in Japan, so it's like that sucks. Even just
we're being generous here. We have no problems when we play together in Japan. We have perfect connections, perfect internet for 64 online, near perfect. When anyone else joins, it's like it's game over, right? Welcome to 10 frames a second. Maybe that's what they want. They want to recreate the 90s by having everything run in 10 frames a second.
Maybe they should do it on a per game basis. Like, okay, guys, rare games, like when GoldenEye comes out, make it run like trash for the whole game, not even into specific levels, just for the whole time, just to give us that feel.
We don't like these 64 games running so smoothly. This is not how they're supposed to look.
Yeah.
Let's slow it down.
Yeah.
Azik says, please stop of the year. Chris Pratt as Mario. Oh man, shame you're not a patron. That could have been added to the official list.
Right.
Never mind.
Don also said too, it's not like it's not like America can learn the indie worlds are subtitled for various developers and stuff. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
All right, when they get like Italian developers and Germans and then stuff like that. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they don't dub the indie guys, I guess.
Yeah, maybe who knows?
Maybe just first party stuff, maybe. Or
probably
the big directs,
Probably.
And then releasing cloud version of games. Has that won in the past, or was it nominated in the past? Like cloud
might have been nominated in the past.
Maybe, maybe.
And I know it can be egregious to some people, but I mean it does get games that have no business being on this Nintendo platform.
Get her done.
It's definitely not ideal, and if your internet blows, then it's trash. If they're going to release like competitive online cloud-based games, you should never play those.
well, Balls, if you're still here in the chat, could you answer me this? Would you rather have the cloud version of Resident Evil 2 remake or nothing at all? That's basically how Nintendo are thinking. Like, this is never gonna run on Switch, right?
Option 3, the N64 version on Nintendo Switch Online.
Boom.
And you can play it online with people in other countries.
Shit, I had that.
Yeah, I have it back there.
Nice. So my Ball says nothing. Okay. Well, my number one would be, I think, people talking about the Game Pass. Actually, JCat had a nice comment about that. It annoys me when people say it's free to play games on Game Pass. It's not free. No, it's like saying free to watch stuff on Netflix.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, James, you do say like, and that's free on Nintendo. On Nintendo 64
True.
Online. You literally say that.
Exactly.
Like you said it today.
I mean, if you adjust for inflation and round down, it's basically free.
Yeah. Right. Well, yeah, Nintendo Online, what's that, $20 a year? Like works out to what, $1 a month? don't think Xbox Game Pass is that cheap, is it?
It is for the first month.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. Well, that's not getting much traction. So I'll well, my number one would be people talking about Game Pass too much on podcasts.
LMA.
I'm not saying stop talking about it. I'm just like don't mention it every single episode, maybe.
Yeah. It maybe just depends on how people say it too. I mean, I don't think Ty or I say it in some kind of like pretentious way. Like, I don't think so, but
like one of you guys mentions a game and I get excited because I can play it right now on Game Pass.
Yeah. And I mean, also Game Pass isn't only on Xbox, on PC too, man. You can play it on your damn phone via the cloud if you want to.
I do not want to do that.
Like not even I want to do that, but you could.
Touch screen controls. I mean, baby.
Yeah.
Chef's kiss.
I guess it's also like the mystery surrounding how money is made on Game Pass. Like they say it's good for developers, but then later you hear developers say, "Well, we made 800% more profit on Switch than Xbox and PlayStation combined."
Yeah. Well, we talked about this before, and it was like people trying it on Game Pass and then buying it on their preferred platform. Like several developers said, their sales went up on all platforms. Like after a game that was already out got added to Game Pass, because like the main appeal for them is just like just getting exposure, just getting mindshare, getting discoverability. That's the word I was looking for.
Really, just release a demo, mate.
Nobody plays demos. What the fuck?
Right. I think Gene say 64 in the chat. He has this absolutely nailed here. Ty is an Xbox shill. The achievements changed him.
Yeah, that's Ty's.
This isn't news.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna have to go with the N64 stuff. Looks like Don in the chat too said the same thing. It's like, you want to play these games. I mean, he's in Europe and he wants to play with some American friends, something like that. You just can't. Like, we tried Mario Party online, it sucked.
Yep.
That's my number one for here.
Ty, what's your number one?
Probably I have to go with balls. A cloud version. I fucking hate cloud gaming so much.
All right then. And your number two?
No, I might go with my own C&D letters from Nintendo, but I could be. No, I think I'm actually gonna go with the N64 Online being trash.
Right then. So that would give that 3 points. So that would put it as the winner. So we can put that as the winner, Danny. And then the tied for second place would be cloud versions of games and Game Pass chat, which is Ty's number one and my number one. So, Danny, you're the tiebreaker on that one.
Shit.
So that's N64 is a lock.
Okay.
Don't worry about that. I'll just put that in now. And then what is the runner-up is decided by Danny.
Okay.
Cloud version or Game Pass chat.
I gotta be cloud version then.
All right then. Same. There it is. So the please stop of the year goes to Unplayable N64 Online. Nintendo, sort your shit out, man. Shit. With the runner-up going to cloud versions of games. So both online-related things as well.
Right.
All right then. Cool. Let's move on to our third award of the night, which is Mr. Ty.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. I need to get in the right tab. Okay. Disappointment of the year. Oh, so many to choose from.
You have to read the tagline, Ty. It's the most important thing.
Hype get to hype yet.
Right?
Perfect.
Yeah. And a little extra flavor to that this year.
Oh, shit.
God.
Right. Okay. Let's see. We have 4 bulleted points here. Let's Resident Evil 7, 8, remake coming to Switch via the Clown.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, Russian invasion of Ukraine, and it's causing of Advance Wars to be canceled or delayed.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. The Bayonetta voice actress shenanigans. Mm-hmm. And only 2 episodes of Friend Codes. Submitted by Russ.
Yeah. And if you guys don't know, that's a Patreon exclusive podcast that actually one of the patrons, Russ, puts together. It's really cool. Interviews other patrons and stuff like that. And yeah, it's just a kind of a way to get to know who some of these crazy guys are that want to help support us. So and they get to know each other too.
We actually have a few extra additions there, Ty. Sorry, I just added that.
Let's go. Have Pokemon Scarlet Violet, like an infamously buggy mess. Let's see. Nintendo Switch Sports. The magic is gone.
Oh, controversial, that one.
Shots fired. Don.
According to Balls. Yeah, Balls firing some shots. Feeling good after his previous nomination. What do we got here? Breath of the Wild 2 delayed to 2023. Submitted by Lemonade. That could be the end. I think that has legs. I'm excited to talk about these disappointments.
I think for me, it would have to be the cancellation of Advance Wars and, more importantly, the Russian invasion of Ukraine. But we're talking about games, so the Advance Wars part of that. Yeah, yeah.
The critical or the straw that broke the camel's back.
Right.
Yeah.
Video game.
That'd be the same for me. I mean, I get it why Nintendo, wanted to not put out a war game whenever this type of stuff's going on. I get it.
Were the rumors that also the GoldenEye getting delayed?
That's what the rumors say, and I mean,
because that's heavily Russian based, isn't it?
Yep.
A lot of Russian shit in that game.
Yeah.
Fun fact: go and rewatch GoldenEye, the movie now. Yeah, it's kind of yikes, right?
No, we'll be back in a couple of hours, guys. Chill. We're gonna go watch GoldenEye. Come right back.
Yep. That's right. Yeah, watch it right now, Danny.
Yes.
I'm gonna go with the same one too, because that was like the only like Nintendo exclusive game I was planning on playing at all this year, and it didn't fucking come out.
Yeah, I honestly wasn't even planning on playing it, but just like so many people wanted to play it, just thinking like that sucks. Like,
I mean, I love Advance Wars. Like, I put in a lot of time into every single fucking one.
Nice.
And every time a new fucking Fire Emblem comes out, I like shake my fist in anger. Just like absolute clenching.
Yeah.
Well, that's a lock. That's the first award where we've all agreed on our number one choice.
Right.
Yeah. The clear winner, we just write that down right now. The Advance Wars being cancelled is disappointment of the year. So now we have to choose our runner-up from this list.
I'd say, I'm hesitant to go with this, but I mean, I understand what Balls is saying with Nintendo Switch Sports. The magic is gone, because I think for me, if comparing it to the Wii, the Wii remote is something that you absolutely need to play any game. You need to have it around. You need to have it, even if you want to plug in the Pro Controller or whatever, anything, nunchucks, you have to have that controller. So if you wanted to play it, it's probably maybe out on your table or whatever, because you can't charge it with the Switch to play with the Joy-Con. Those things are probably charging on your system. If you want to take it off to play, you gotta, I mean, this is obviously first world problems, but if it's like, I know for me personally, like my Switch is in like a closed case, so my cat can't get in there and tear everything up. But like, then it's like, oh, cool, I'm going to play Switch Sports. Like, oh God, that's so far away. It's a Japanese living room. It's not that far. But, I think...
Wait, what are you complaining about here?
No, okay. Basically what I'm saying is I think that with the Wii, maybe you just had the controller like laying on the table. You're just ready to go. And boom, you just go. But with the Switch, you'd have to like maybe take off the Joy-Cons off of your system or something like that. I don't like my system. Yeah. Am I making any sense? Shit.
Your disappointment of the year is you being too lazy to get off your ass and get the fucking controllers out the cabinet. Danny, get the fuck
I said
out of here.
I'm debating this in my head. Maybe this is the first time I've like put this out there externally. So I sound like a crazy person, which is fine.
Danny, you're my disappointment of the year. You're so fucking lazy.
Okay,
fuck
and
outta here.
I think JCat
I
Danny
think he was. I think okay.
nitpicking.
Yeah, JCat says Danny, you're nitpicking.
Just a thought.
Um,
Just a thought.
I think Balls was more going for just the magic of it's not the Wii Sports magic. That game has just been kind of done to death now. It's just the magic is gone, right? It's like it's not magic anymore. The Wii Sports was magic because it was like you swing the controller and wow, I'm playing, granddad's playing golf in the living room and hitting grandma on the face with the Wii remote.
I rest my case.
So, but now that's old news. Putting your controller through your $4,000 TV, that's old news. Now we've done it. Move on.
$4,000 TV. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Balls also says there's a disconnect. The game doesn't interact the same. Yeah, bit of a delay maybe. I think my my nomination would. I'm kind of split here. Yeah, I mean, Breath of the Wild 2, whatever, Tears of the Kingdom is. I'm fine with waiting to next year, to be honest. I mean, I've got to play Splatoon 3 for another 110 hours, so it's going to take me at least, another 3 months for that. So I'm fine waiting 3 months.
Right.
So I think I would actually it'd be Bayonetta. I think that was a roller coaster. That was a fucking roller coaster because I went from like. Really feeling sorry for this woman getting shortchanged to like feeling like, yeah, bit of a slap in the face, to be honest. That it kind of sucked. Yeah. I'm not saying it de-hyped me for Bayonetta 3. I don't think I was ever going to get Bayonetta 3, but yeah, I think a lot of people were hype for it. I hope it didn't, do worse because of that. Hope it did okay. Yeah. But yeah, just that, like, she gave a lot of people like, a bad rep for no reason. And yeah, that kind of whole situation kind of sucked, to be honest.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was weird. Interesting.
But I don't care about Pokemon, so whatever. It's garbage. It's broken. Who cares?
Right. I will say I have other. That might come up again later. I have a couple of things I want to say about that. I don't think we need to bring it up quite right now.
Yeah. So do you have a runner-up?
Not really. Maybe it's a chance for me to rip on Clown Gaming some more. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one.
It just won, dude. It just won the fucking Please Stop of the Year. Beating a dead horse here.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Wait, what award is this again?
Disappointment of the year.
Yeah, disappointment of the year. That there's more cloud games. What's the wording here?
Yeah, you're disappointed that there's more cloud games.
Okay. I think it's a roundabout way to be disappointed with the strength of Switch hardware, which is also a valid component, I think.
Sure. Man, I think I'm gonna align with James here. I mean, that the stuff with the actress and stuff like that, it was just so weird. And then Kamiya just like, I mean, it ended up like he wasn't being a complete weirdo about it.
Weirdo.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like, dude, just leave it to your PR people. Don't make comments like this and then wonder why you get dogpiled on the internet by people that don't have all the information. Because like that's just gonna happen. It's the internet. And just but easy to say that now, I guess. But that'll be mine.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. So, well, it turns out, Kamiya wasn't wrong, and he did try to have her in the game, and he did offer her quite a generous thing in the end, right? Which was not the story.
I don't think it was that generous.
Yeah, I mean,
but not the dog shit that she was saying. So,
right.
Yeah. Well, okay, then that wins the runner-up award for disappointment of the year. So the most disappointing thing of the year goes to the Russian invasion of Ukraine and Advance War's been cancelled. With the runner-up being the Bayo voice actress Shenanigans. Right then, our fourth award, Danny, take it away.
Oh my God. So next up is we're going to kind of turn things over to be a little bit more positive right now. This is the pleasant surprise of the year.
Yay!
And what we have here, this is something cool that happens, or something cool that came out that you weren't expecting to be that good or be that cool. And the nominees we have are Resident Evil 7, 8, 2 make, 3 make, coming to Switch via the cloud. That's a trend this year, I guess. Live Alive, just the game and just the fact that it's the first time it ever got localized outside of Japan. That's there. Next up, too, Tokyo Game Show is back, baby. And we were there. That was fun. The Cowabunga Collection. Those submitted by James Allen. He also said that he needed to replay the first NES game to finally beat it. Fall Guys, working really well for game night, or maybe just Fall Guys in general. That's from Balls. Switch Sports from Lemonade, another vote for that.
Wow. Pleasant surprise of the year. Cool. I think for me, it was, TGS coming back. That was awesome. Yeah, being able to go back to TGS after 2 years, it was cool. It was like, the world makes sense again. I can see real people again. Get to see you guys in real life again. It was a lot of fun. And I didn't know it was going to be back, like in its full form. I thought, because we had a cutback version, I didn't know if it was going to be like that. But when I went back, it's like, no, this is how TGS used to be. Like, this is what it was like in 2019.
I'd say better because there were less people.
True.
Fewer people.
Yeah, whatever.
That's true.
Smaller people.
Yes, right. Yeah, so that gets my
lesser people.
Well, I was there, so I was gonna go with Live Alive for my first one, but I think TGS being back is cool. This is my first TGS since 2018. I couldn't go in 2019 because a bunch of stuff was going on, family back in America. Right. But it was just kind of cool to be able to go, no drama, nothing I had to worry about except playing games and jumping in a wrestling ring. God, I mean, like all sorts of stuff, playing these cool games, getting to see these guys, in person, getting to meet Genki.
Genki,
yeah, like
Genki, pleasant surprise of the year. No,
there it is.
I thought he was going to be a real asshole, but it turns out he was a nice guy.
It turns out he was.
Disappointment. No. That was cool. Yeah, I got to meet so many cool people.
Yeah.
Good time.
Push Dush in there.
Oh, Push as well, yeah. Friend of the show. Yeah. Liam Edwards, friend of the show. Yeah, all those guys. Friends, lots of friends of the shows.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ty doesn't have his nomination in yet.
Same thing.
Cool. All right.
Right on.
Free.
That makes it easy.
Right.
Yeah.
Danny, did you read out last year's winner?
Oh crap! No, last year's winner was Metroid Dread, with the runner-up being ActRaiser Renaissance. Ty, I remember you played the crap out of that one, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Actually, on Switch, because it didn't come out on Xbox.
Yeah, I think it was great. Like last year, we were actually talking about ActRaiser, and then literally months later, they announced the sequel. Or the remake. It's a sequel or remake? Remake.
It's a remake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was wild. Runner-up. This is going to be a tricky one. Because I didn't play Live Alive. I haven't even played the demo.
Yeah.
So I can't really comment on that one. And I haven't played the Turtles games either. I've only played Switch Sports and Fall Guys. Fall Guys for game night. So I think by default that would have to win for me. Pleasant surprise, which I believe Ty's also just put his name down for.
I just scribbled that in real quick because Fall Guys is really fun, and we had a nice smooth operation playing it on game night, even cross-platform.
Right, that's true. Yeah, cross-platform, cross-play, and free-to-play. Beautiful combination for game night.
We're playing internationally too, and it was fine.
Yeah,
It's not Mario Party, but
Right, exactly. It's no Mario Party 64 too.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We made it work.
Not bad, not bad.
Yeah.
So Danny, what would your runner-up be?
Yeah, I mean, my runner-up is Live Alive. It's a great game. I had a lot of fun with it. It kind of came out of nowhere too, so that was so cool. Just the fact that it exists.
Yeah, that was a game that has long not been translated, right?
Yeah, originally came out in 94, so you do the math, what, 28 years? I think it's, God, sure. Been a while.
Cool. Well, so me and Ty both voted for Fall Guys, so that wins runner-up. Cool. So there we have it. Pleasant surprise of the year goes to TGS is back, baby. And the runner-up is Fall Guys, working well online. Right then, number 5. Let's go.
Before we move on to that, James, actually, just to catch up with the chat just a little bit here, Gene say, before we were talking about cloud-based gaming, and somebody said, well, what the hell am I supposed to do with my Stadia controller, guys? Well, yeah.
Throw it in the trash. Or get a refund, right? They're giving
something
refunds.
like that. Yeah. He also said TGS and the Cowabunga collection for him for this past one. Pleasant surprise. All those Turtle games deserve to be re-released, especially Turtles in Time. Praying the Simpson Arcade gets another release that's not a one-up arcade cabinet. Yeah, the one-up arcade cabinet things are cool, but yeah, it's expensive and takes a lot of space. But yeah.
And they don't ship out here.
Yeah, they have very limited things of what's available in Japan too. So anyways.
Cool. All right, then. Let's move on to number 5, which is TGS Game of the Year. So, yeah, in previous years, this was, for the past 2 years, it had been Pandemic Game of the Year. So last year's Pandemic Game of the Year was Densha de Go Hashiro Yamanote-sen. Danny dreaming about riding the train again, which now the pandemic is over, ? He rides the train every day, right, Danny?
Yeah. Still riding my bike everywhere because I don't need to take the train.
Right. And Pac-Man 99 was the runner-up. Yeah, that was a great free game that Nintendo dropped last year. Good times. Anyway, this year is not Pandemic Game of the Year. It is TGS Game of the Year, which has been a long-standing tradition. So I guess we're going to have less kind of interaction with this one because I don't think many people in the chat went to TGS this year. Unless Genki's in the chat. So TGS Game of the Year, we have The Company Man, Super Bomberman or 2, SpongeBob SquarePants The Cosmic Shake, Dragon Ball Zabreakers, AEW Fight Forever, and Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion DX Edition version 2.0. Added a little bit of extra there.
Yeah, I suppose we could have put Sonic Frontiers in there because they had a really huge booth, there. Sega did.
No comment.
Okay.
Sonic.
Right. Yeah, that's okay.
It's out now. Is it good?
Yeah, a lot of these games they are out now, or they came out, or they're coming out very soon. So, I mean, Final Fantasy just came out yesterday, as the time of the recording.
Ah, yes. that may be nominated for another award. Yeah,
right.
It came out this month. As Zeke says, the TGS Game of the Year, that streaming device that allows you to play PS4 games on your Switch. Actually, PS5 games on your Switch. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's never coming out, mate. Forget about it.
Cool though. That was cool.
It was cool. So The Company Man was the platform game where you kind of work your ways up from the lower parts of the company up to the boss at the top, and the kind of not anime, but like very kind of graphic novel style presentation was really good, and like just playing like a businessman hitting guys with a briefcase was pretty funny. Humor was just like spot on. Graphics were beautiful. Music was really good. Gameplay was top notch. Really, really, really liked that one. That was in the indie booth. But yeah, it came out actually in January this year. So it was actually out before TGS. But it was, I think it was the first time they were showing it in Japan.
Oh, okay. One of those type of things. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and there's a demo on the eShop. So yeah, Check it out if you haven't.
Hmm.
But my favorite, the one that I played was, that's a difficult one. Yeah, maybe SpongeBob or Company Man, I think.
Okay.
SpongeBob was like a shockingly good 3D platformer. Like, other than Nintendo, no one makes good 3D platformers. So it's nice when a good one comes around. That's not
I
made by
disagree
Nintendo.
with that one, James.
Go ahead. Tell me your incorrect answer.
What? Oh, wait. Now I'm blanking on the name. The one
Sounds
I played.
great, Ty.
Demon Underworld 1. What's it called?
Oh, Demon Turf?
Yeah, Demon Turf. That's.
Is that technically? Is that 3D platformer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think a lot of companies these days are kind of catching up. I mean, some companies make like really floaty type of stuff, and it's just not accurate. But I don't know. Like recently, I played Super Kiwi 64. Not a long game, but like controls in that game are really tight, and the physics feel great. It felt, like I said, it felt kind of like a Nintendo or a 3D Rare game. Like it was great.
Yeah,
but
they usually mess up the camera or the floatiness or something.
Yeah, like that. I will say with Super Kiwi 64, the camera was a little fast.
There you go.
But you could snap it behind with the trigger. But anyway, that's not even here.
Yeah, I'll put my nomination down for SpongeBob. My runner-up would be Company Man 2. The Company Man. Sorry, I don't know why I added it 2. It's not a sequel. Ty?
I was gonna abstain, but you guys are picking the weirdest shit, so I'm just gonna go with Dragon Ball Breakers.
There it is.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going with AEW Fight Forever. It's fun. It's like those old wrestling games on the N64, man.
Okay.
Not Warzone and not that shit.
Like the good ones.
The good ones, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I didn't play that one. I did play Dragon Ball Breakers and did not like it, so I don't think I can give my runner up to that one. So we've got a draw here because we've all voted for different games as our number one.
Well, let's all vote for all different games for our number twos too.
Okay.
Right, wow. I'll go with AEW for my number 2 if it's actually made by Ukes.
Boom!
It is, right?
Nice, Jonathan.
It is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then Danny, what would your number 2 be?
Can I vote for the same thing twice?
No. You mean that?
No, Crisis Core Final Fantasy. It was fun, and I played it for 15 minutes since yesterday. It's cool.
Okay, you do realize that now 4 games have 2 points. Brilliant.
Let me ponder this. Goodness gracious, because I at TGS only played like 3 games, but they're the games you had to wait for the longest to play.
Okay, now we have to have a third one. It's one of those awards, guys. It's one of those.
I got an idea. Let's put Sonic Frontiers on the list. And no, I'm kidding. No, let's not do that.
So third option, I think it would be Jesus Christ. Oh God. I would actually put Super Bomberman R2 because that was pretty fun actually. It's Bomberman. It's fun.
Oh,
you can't really. They didn't mess up Bomberman. It's a good Bomberman game.
Okay, wait. Oh my God.
Let's say half a point for the third one, right?
Yeah. Wait. Okay. Oh my God. What am I going to do?
Make a choice, Danny.
I'm going to go with Dragon Ball The Breakers.
Did you actually play it?
No, I just say it looks cool.
Oh God.
It's like
I hate you so much.
That's fair. That's fair. It really is.
Okay, so that means that's now got 3 points, and so does AEW Fight Forever. So that's a draw. Okay, so now I'm gonna have to be the tiebreaker, right? Dragon Ball or AEW. Okay, well AEW. I'll put my one down for that. But AEW wins it.
There it is.
Okay.
And then
I'm the only one that's excited about this.
And then for some reason, Dragon Ball gets a runner-up.
Nice. It's just like we planned, Ty.
I didn't plan anything. We should have just skipped this category. Like none of these games are worth any consideration.
Yep. TGS Game of the Year goes to AEW Fight Forever, which only one of us played. And the runner-up goes to Dragon Ball The Breakers, which
you guys
two of us played.
If you guys would have gotten that wrestling with me, you would have understood.
Right then. Let's go on to our 6th award, which is done by Mr. Ty.
Yeah. Wait, did we delete the name?
Wait a minute. There could be a few things to add here. Yes, there are.
But yeah,
Yes.
in any case, this is the game we want to play more in 2023. Oh yeah,
of the year.
there's something I wanted to add to this. I was looking for the title, and it wasn't there. So I'm like, oh, do we not have that category?
I remember I noticed that too, and then I was like, wait, let's add that. No, I didn't.
If I underline it, that helps, right?
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Need to play more next year of the year.
Yeah,
exactly.
All right, I'll put it in. Need to play more next year of the year.
There it is. Beautiful. All right then. So Ty, what are the nominations we got?
All right. Splatoon 3. Never heard of it.
Right.
Crisis Core, which you said just came out yesterday.
Yeah.
Nintendo Switch Online 64.
What?
My metal mic. Okay.
Across
8.
Damn.
Let's go. That's balls. And I snuck one in real quick. Skullgirls, which is getting the long-awaited like second encore and DLC updates on Switch.
Okay.
Like very soon.
Okay.
Like maybe this month or early next month. We should ask Cyrus about it.
Actually, Ty, I would actually recommend that to be nominated for the that update of the year kind of thing.
Oh, it's not updated yet.
Oh, it's not coming out this year?
Yeah.
I see.
Which is why I'm not playing it right now.
Okay. So it can't be nominated for ongoing game of the year then.
Right. Not until next year.
Right then. Well, it's funny having Splatoon 3 on this list, isn't it? It's like, need to play more. How much fucking more can I play this game?
Well,
but I think a whole bunch of people did nominate this. Shit, Danny, we've been forgetting the Twitter polls.
All right. Oh, well,
so
after this
I don't know
one,
if they would have helped some of these.
Good point.
Let's just run through the ones that we've done so far.
Sure.
I don't think it's going to upset anything because we had enough nominations to win, fair and square without needing the online polls. But this was the Twitter poll that we ran a few days ago, ended just now. So the online game of the year went to Splatoon 3, and number 2 went to Fall Guys, which that's the opposite of what we went with, right? I think Fall Guys won, didn't it? Splatoon 3 was a runner-up. Please Stop of the year went to C&Ds from Nintendo. Okay, and Unplayable and 64 Online, and Talking About Game Pass was number 2 and number 3. And then Disappointment of the year is Advance Wars cancelled. Yep, that we went with that one, didn't we? Pokemon Scarlet and Violet won the runner-up though.
Okay.
And then Pleasant Surprise of the year went to Live Alive, and runner-up was Cowabunga. TGS didn't get a mention there because no one cares about TGS.
Yeah, sure.
TGS Game of the Year went to Crisis Core Final Fantasy, and Super Bomberman just won out over Dragon Ball. And then the one that we're on now, we played it a bit this year, but really need to play more next year. Splatoon 3 is clearly the winner, with Crisis Core the runner-up. Yeah, it just came out, right?
Yeah, I think, I know for me, with Splatoon 3, I've only played for a total of 3 hours. So, like, I want to play more. It's just, you know what I mean? It's just trying to, I want to have, give myself enough time to, really get into it and stuff, with anything, really. Which is why I keep going back to things that don't.
So is that your first option, Danny, or are you going for Final Fantasies?
Shoot, I think I'll go with Final Fantasy for my first option, and then for my second one, it's got to be Splatoon 3.
Right. Ty, are you just going to skip this one?
Well, I'm gonna do mine first of all, and then what do I want to play more next year? P-Cross.
All right.
Brilliant. Okay, then. So, Splatoon 3 is clearly the winner, but we have to decide a runner-up. Oh, the last year nominations tied. Did we read the last year's winners? Sorry.
Yeah. Let's see. Winner was Deltarune Chapter 2, and then Metroid Dread is the runner-up.
I did play more Metroid Dread this year. I did not play Deltarune Chapter 2. I'm ashamed to say.
Yeah, me too.
Ty, did you?
No, I downloaded it, but I didn't play it.
I think I did literally the same exact thing.
I think if we rewind, Danny, you could insert a clip from last year's episode. I think we all said that exact same thing.
Oh, dude, it's how it goes like every year, probably.
I downloaded it, but I haven't played it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We did not pay any mind to what we said last year. Anyway, back to this year. So the runner-up, we're tied with Final Fantasy, Skullgirls, and Final Fantasy and Skullgirls is a tie for the runner-up. So I'll put my second one in for. Well, I'm not interested in playing either Final Fantasy VII, Crisis Core, or Skullgirls. Is Skullgirls not going to be free or anything, is it, Ty?
No.
Okay. That might have sold me on it.
The base game is very cheap, however.
I mean, I'm looking forward to playing GoldenEye next year.
Mm-hmm.
So, in a way, not online. Metal Mike put an NSO, indicating he wants to play it online. I guess we are going to play GoldenEye online, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to put my second option in for GoldenEye, aka 64. Yeah, only because of GoldenEye, not for anything else, not for the online, not for anything. I mean, Danny, me, and Ty can play online together. GoldenEye, no problem.
That'll probably be fun.
So when we play with our game night, God knows what's going to happen, right?
Right. God.
So, Danny, do you have a second option there? Oh no, sorry, you already do, right?
Yeah.
So Splatoon 3 is a lock. What would be your third one, Danny?
My third one? Oh my gosh.
We're tied up here with N64 Online and Picross, Skullgirls, and Crisis Core. It's all tied up. But you can't vote for Crisis Core again.
Yeah, right. I said maybe Skullgirls. I think that would be kind of cool. Just, I mean, for people that are really into it and stuff like that, just like more of something that you want, especially like this late into the game. Yeah, what the heck? Why not? So like,
what's gonna be added, Ty?
Let's see. I believe the season pass is 5 characters, and let's see. On like the live PC version, they have like 2.5 right now.
Right then. Cool. There it is. Cyrus, you're welcome. Runner-up is Skullgirls.
Yeah.
But we need to play a bit more. We played a bit more this year. We need to play more next year. Of the year goes to Splatoon 3.
A bit.
Runner-up Skullgirls. Right then. Number 7, everyone's favorite. Complete garbage of the year.
The
worst experiences of the year. So the winner last year was Balan Wonderworld. No surprise to anyone. Still being talked about to this day about how fucking terrible it is, and
still going to jail for insider trading.
Yeah. Now more excitement added to that story. It's
power harassment and
every month.
Boy.
Yeah, the garbage that keeps on getting stinkier.
Right.
But the nominations this year we have are Chocobo GP, Pokemon Violet and Scarlet. You all knew it was coming. And Mario Party Online. Which that technically came out this year.
Yeah.
That did.
It's not wrong.
So Pokemon, sorry, Pokemon GP, Chocobo GP. I didn't buy this game. I played the demo of it.
This is like a free version.
Yeah, there's like it's called Chocobo Light or something like that.
Yeah, think iPhone in 2009.
Yeah, but it came out this year on Switch.
Yeah, I'm talking like not naming conventions, but okay.
So the full game, the full retail game, 6,000 yen game, had IAPs up the ass, like season pass, like you could buy gold and gems and all this shit. You had to buy characters. It was like a smartphone game in a full price $60 game. Just horrendous, disgusting. The free version was really pushing you to like buy stuff, but you could play like a couple of races every day, and like the characters were rotated out. I thought that was a good idea. You could just play it, with a random character, and you get to have fun for free. I thought that was cool. But then it's like, wait, all of these same things are in the paid version. What the fuck? that was just pure garbage move in my opinion. Because the game it's all right. It's a Mario Kart game that also came out on systems that don't have Mario Kart, right? So yeah, that part of it was cool, but yeah, garbage. Yeah, I guess I'm talking about the monetization of it. It's garbage.
Yeah, I just thought, yeah. I mean, with Pokemon, yes, there are a lot of things wrong with that game. A lot of not even, I wouldn't say game. Well, sometimes game breaking. Maybe you can't save or fucks up your saves or whatever. But at the same time, it seems like people still are actually having fun with it and have had fun with it, despite its bugginess. But for Pokemon, but I haven't really heard as much praise being thrown out there for Chocobo GP. So I don't have any interest in it at all. I don't know, man. I barely even like to play Mario Kart. Why would I want to play a Mario Kart clone? So like, yeah. That'll be my number one, I think, because it just seems like, yeah.
Right, Ty, what do you got? Garbage of the year.
Yeah, Mario Party Online. I hate it so much. Like it's already
it's already a bad game, right?
Yeah, it's already like one of the worst video games I've ever played, and then it's like with the worst netcode I've ever played. It's like
with the worst net, yeah.
It was kind of funny to play like ironically for a few minutes.
Yeah, well, we didn't play for that, unfortunately. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll throw just in a quick nomination for Pokemon, just for being a shameful amount of bugs for a third-party game.
Yeah, it's fair.
It's not going to win, but just need to throw that in there. It needs to be mentioned at least.
Yeah.
And there we have it. So the winner of Garbage of the Year goes to Chocobo GP. And the runner-up is Mario Party Online. Mario Party 64 Online.
Right. Don also commented too. He said that for Chocobo GP, he purchased the full game and super regretted it. So little tracks, like only 10 tracks in the game. Oof. Monetization was rough, hard, he says. Like, yeah. Like I said, I haven't heard anything positive, and Don's not like, it's like, this game clearly deserves this.
Oh, yeah, and also Don corrected me. It's only on Switch. I don't know why. I just assumed it would also be on other consoles, which don't have Mario Kart, but no, they didn't. Not even that smart. Cool. Right then. So let's move on to our 8th award. Danny, take it away.
Yes, this game should really be on the Switch of the year. So we have a running list from when we first started doing the FAMMIES back in 2017. These are games that should really be on the Switch, and we've helped make several of these happen over the years. For example, Persona 5, because it was on our list, it became a real game on the Switch. You're welcome, everyone. No, but I mean a couple of things like that: Danganronpa, Kingdom Hearts, asterisk.
Well, no, Danny, let's just focus on the ones that came out this year. So they were on the list last year, but now they're no longer on the list because they came out.
Oh, right. Excuse me. So that
2022 editions, yeah.
Right. It Takes Two. That's now on the Switch as of 2022. Rumbleverse was the runner-up last year, and that's still not on the system.
But the ones with the star next to it, Danny, if you go down a little bit.
Oh my god. Okay.
2022 editions. Yeah.
I see. So yeah, I mean, in 2022 GTA. I mean, the GTA trilogy came out on the Switch. I really kind of wonder how if it got any better. Anyways, the Nier series is out on the Switch now too. The first Nier game's out. Persona 5 Skyward Sword remake, that's out as well.
Yeah, crazy, right? Those all got nominated last year, and then this year they came out.
Yeah,
you're welcome.
Exactly.
So the things that are still not out, and they are on the still not out list is Fallout, Dreamcast games, Metal Gear Solid, Twilight Princess, and Wind Waker HD. But the nominations we have this year, Danny.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Final Fantasy Pixel Remasters 1 through 6, Super Mario Galaxy 2, that's from Metal Mike, Call of Duty Bro, again, that's from Metal Mike, Elden Ring with cross saves from Balls.
Oh, that's a good nomination. I don't think. Wow, can you imagine Elden Ring running on Switch? Yikes! I mean, it would have to be a clown version, wouldn't it?
Not necessarily. Scale it way back. Way back. Holy God.
It basically just ends up looking like what Breath of the Wild looks like by the end of it, right? Just make it cartoony and simplified.
Oh, God, that's being generous, man. Like those N64 versions of Breath of the Wild, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, Mario Galaxy 2, that's a good nomination because the Mario Galaxy 1 was on that stupid 3D collection, right? And then they didn't put the second one on it. Which is just stupid. Yeah. The Wii U had like a better Mario collection, 3D Mario collection than the Switch because you could just buy them off the eShop.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah, I think something interesting to point out here, because like when we first made this list a couple weeks back, some of the news that is out now obviously wasn't out back then. Like, for example, Microsoft saying basically, as long as their deal with Activision goes through, they are entering a 10-year partnership to put Call of Duty on Nintendo, which they didn't say Switch, they just said Nintendo, which is interesting. And then we had like a leak or like something showing up with the Pixel remasters being rated by the ESRB just like 2 days ago.
Really? Wow.
Oh, word.
Yeah. And then like Stealth 40K brought that up on Twitter.
Oh yeah,
maybe
good,
some
good
other,
guy, friend of the show.
Yeah, and some others did as well. But then like they Square Enix or the ESRB just kind of expunged that, so now it's not there anymore. So there's smoke, there's fire, people.
Interesting. Yeah, I would like to play. I would like to see Call of Duty on Switch. I'd like to see what it looks like.
Well, I mean, right now they're making Warzone, their online like thing. My God, the Battle Royale thing. Like that's coming to mobile, I guess, in May. So it's like if they're bringing this stuff to mobile, they could probably bring it to Switch because that's got to be scalable. If you're thinking like about Android, even iPhones and stuff like that too. Like that should be able to work on Switch, no problem. That I don't know about traditional Call of Duty, but
I remember like some interview with maybe it was a Call of Duty guy saying, just kind of laughing at the idea of Call of Duty coming to, probably would have been Wii U at the time, and then literally the next month they release a mobile version. It's like, dude, it's like, so yeah, Call of Duty. The last Call of Duty game was on Wii U, the one that I have somewhere behind me on the shelf. Ghost and Black Ops 2.
Black Ops 2 was the year before, I believe. Yeah,
Ops 2. So it hasn't been that long ago, so it's not that weird. So, but it is weird how it's just, how long has the Switch been out now? 5 years.
5 years. Well, going to be going on 6,
and just literally nothing on any Nintendo platform. It's weird.
We got Cover Fire. that game's icon looks nothing like the game. It looks like it's Call of Duty. It's not.
Yeah, I would. I mean, the Pixel remasters. So are they just literally the ROMs?
Well, no, they kind of like prettied them up and stuff like that. Gave them a terrible font, but other than that, I mean, they're apparently pretty solid. They're on Steam and mobile right now.
But they play like the original Super
Yeah,
Nintendo
yeah.
games.
It
but just
looks like a little
for
bit more.
NES games.
Some of the weird 2D releases they did before, trying to pretty things up, but they just make some of the stuff look weird. I think these looked pretty fine. I don't remember people bitching about it too much, aside from the font being weird. But yeah.
All right then. I feel weird nominating for Galaxy 2 because I mean, I would only like Galaxy 1 and 2 to be kind of, if it came to Switch, I'd like it to be a remaster, like a remake with like extra content or like, full 3D camera or something. All the waggle taken out, all of those things. I wouldn't just like just a copy and paste ROM dump.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
they
it's
did
been
with
a
the
while
3D
since
version.
Nintendo has like quote unquote remastered a Mario game. Haven't done that for
Yeah,
please correct me if I'm wrong. It's been a couple decades now.
64 DS was the last remake, I guess.
Actually, yeah, probably. But aside from that, obviously you got the Super Nintendo games and Mario 2 coming to Game Boy Advance, stuff like that. But like, yeah, they kind of stopped enhancing those
Mario
games, and everything just kind of just pooped out.
Yeah. Well, actually, no. In China, there has been a more recent remake of the Galaxy games and Twilight Princess, right? They took out the waggle of those games and put it on whatever it was, NVIDIA Shield.
Thanks, China.
They didn't release it anywhere else. So I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I'll just put Galaxy 2, but it has to be like a proper proper remake.
Okay, Ty, I mean, how about you, man? I mean, I know obviously you do most of your gaming on like Xbox and PC and stuff like that, but out of this list, is any of this stuff interest you at all?
Yeah, I want to play Final Fantasy Pixel Remasters.
Not like on my fucking phone.
Yeah.
Switch is like a big phone.
It is.
Yeah, I mean, at least it has like tactile.
Play game on big phone.
Yeah.
All right. Wow. So it looks like that wins it then. You guys both gave it your first nomination. All right then. So that's the winner. So we just need a runner up here. So the runner ups. What can you go for, Danny? You got a number 2, Danny?
I'm kind of debating because I mean, Galaxy 2 would be. I mean, I own the digital version of a Galaxy 2 on the Wii U, but I haven't really played much of it. It'd be kind of nice to buy it again and play.
Put it on the shelf.
Yeah, Call of Duty. I mean, I just played Call of Duty in like on my Series S, and it's like, man, that looks great. I don't know if I want to play downgraded version of Call of Duty now that I could play it on something better.
Play it on the toilet though.
True. Or I just play it on my phone on the toilet though. And actually, Call of Duty Mobile is actually not bad, believe it or not. Man, I think I'll go with Galaxy 2 on this for my number 2.
All right then. Okay. Ty, you fine with that?
Yeah, sure.
Right then. Cool. So the game that really should be on Switch of the Year, our additions to the list will be the Final Fantasy Pixel Remasters and Mario Galaxy 2. I guess that's opening up a can of worms there in like Wii games or GameCube games and stuff, right?
Or a port of the Super Mario All-Stars collection.
It's already out on. Technically, it is a Switch game, just not out anymore.
Yeah.
Weird.
God.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, Danny already mentioned It Takes Two that came out last month, maybe.
Yeah. And James, could you pull up the polls for the past couple of ones?
Oh yes, thank you. Yes, we forgot that again. Sorry about that.
Worries.
So yeah, the garbage of the year was the same one that we nominated. So no worries there. So garbage of the year, the online poll said Chocobo GP. Runner-up was Scarlet and Violet and Roller Champions. Oh, we didn't talk about Roller Champions. Yeah, that wasn't on the document. Yeah, do you remember that one? That was like a free-to-play Ubisoft game.
Yeah, I remember the name. Okay. Probably best to forget.
Yeah. And Then number 8, the really should be on Switch. Yeah, people really. Which one wins here? Pixel Master. Yeah, just one out of Galaxy 2. Galaxy 2 was very close. Final Fantasy is 35%. Galaxy 2 was 31%. Game Boy Online.
Oh,
shit! That was not on this list, is it? Shit!
Yeah.
Why did not make it to this document? Okay, that would totally be mine. Shit! I don't know why it's on the poll, but not
the
here.
votes are final.
Game Boy Online. Game Boy Online. Game Boy Online. That's mine. That's mine. That's my number 1. I'm taking off the Call of Duty. Shit.
Okay.
No way. Danny, does that change your opinion now? This has been added.
Oh my god.
So would your second will go for Galaxy 2 or Game Boy Online?
Oh man, I think. Oh boy, I'd have to go with Game Boy Online then, because that'd be cool. There's so many cool Game Boy games that'd be cool to play. It's like, if this is something that Nintendo's gonna do, it's like, just put it out there. I mean, but who knows?
Awesome. Cool. Okay, a little bit of rewriting there. Number 8 really should be on Switch of the Year. Our editions are Pixel Remasters and Game Boy Online. Good choice, Danny.
There it is.
Right then. So, yeah, the next one was also a running list, which we removed this year because it wasn't getting anywhere. We were just running in circles. Feature still missing from the Switch. It was just the same thing every single year, and it was never changing.
Mm-hmm.
4-scale updating. More powerful dock. Streaming to Twitch. Better controller with a good D-pad. Netflix. Better gameplay records. Better Switch Online app.
Yeah, I mean, basically, it's like ran out. Yeah, it just ran out of things. Like, I think over the years, we basically
gifting. We're talking about this year on the regular show. Still not on.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll bring this back when Nintendo literally does any of these. Like, if they do any of them, we'll talk about it.
Well, here's one Don just brought up. A functional eShop, please. Thanks. Okay, bye.
Damn.
Yeah.
And then high time. Even now that we have folders, we still don't have proper folders. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, permanently switched to all software layout. That's been on since 2019. Yeah, friend messaging has been on since 2018. You still can't message your friends.
Yeah, I mean, even at the eShop too. Don brought up too, zero discoverability. It's really hard to find stuff on there. But
but there are some things we did make happen. Hashtag you're welcome. We made the Ethernet port happen. The smaller bezel, longer battery life, folders, My Nintendo achievements for real games, Switch rewards, and cloud saves. Those were all not on Switch until we had this award, and then we made them come to Switch. So you're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Right then. Anyway, let's move on to our ninth award, which is Indie Game of the Year. So the nominees we have.
Hooray!
Yay. Fire Girl, Hack and Splash, Cloud Gardens, Agent Intercept, Curse to Golf, and Super Kiwi 64. Just going to check the Patreon one here. Is there anything else? Neon White was an extra addition from Lemonade. Last year's winner was Axiom Verge 2, and the runner-up was Wrestling Empire. Wonder who nominated that one.
No idea.
Yep. Let's look at the online polls before I forget, like every single other time that I forgot. So the online polls were. Let's have a look here. Just 1 second. Indie Game of the Year. So yeah, okay. This sometimes happens, right? The developers get wind of the polls and they retweet it, and
nice.
Yeah, a little bit of ballot stuffing, right? Ballot stuffing going on here.
I guess you do what you got to do. I mean, something as prestigious as a FAMMIE. I mean, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, the trophies themselves go for thousands. So I mean, I can understand even if you want to use it to pay off a car loan or something.
Thousands of yen.
Agent Intercept got 0%.
Wow.
Fire Goal, unfortunately, only got 3%. Super Kiwi 64, very recent addition, got 9%, but 87.2% went to Custer Golf. So yeah, Liam, thanks for retweeting that. He's the the director of the game. Anyway, so what do we have? So I think from this list, Fire Goal gets my number one. I really like that game. And I've already talked about it. It's my number 2 most played game of the year. I loves it. Danny?
I really liked Curse to Golf. I mean, it's really hard, but I think just the concept of it is so cool. I mean, you're just this little guy. You're dead, and then you have to golf your way out of golf purgatory. And it's hard, but it's challenging and it's fair. The sprite work is so good. I think the music is fantastic. They've just been kind of continuously throwing out minor updates to the game to make it a little bit better, kind of in line more with what fans want. Like I remember early on, like the camera was always zoomed in, and even if you tried to zoom out kind of far, you couldn't see the whole stage. People complained about it, so they implemented. At first, I think Liam said, "Yeah, we're not going to change that," but enough people said like this could actually make it better if you do this, and they tried it, and now it's an option, and people like it, like that type of stuff. So I don't know, it's great because obviously we know the guys at Too High Labs a little bit, so maybe it's like, how much money are they paying you to say this? Well, I can't disclose that. No, but it's like
thousands of dollars.
Yeah, it's cool when you see like devs listening to the fans and like actually implementing in stuff to make the game better, like overall, even if it's something that they didn't think would at first, but then but that gets my vote.
Ty, of the 27,000 indie games you played on Game Pass this year for achievements, did you enjoy any of them?
None of them are on this list.
But do you have any ones to throw down, or do they all just come out? Are they all old?
They might all be old. Like nothing jumped to mind when I was like skimming lists released this year. So yeah, I think I just want to abstain from this one.
Cool. So yeah, my second one, I played Cloud Gardens. It's a very simple game, like a puzzle game where you grow stuff. It's all right. Agent Intercept was pretty fun, actually. It's like a Saturday morning kids cartoon where you play like it's like Night Boat, from The Simpsons. You remember that? Or like Inspector Gadget. Inspector Gadget is probably the most similar thing to it. It was quite fun. Haven't played Curse to Golf, but I've watched our videos. I watched Danny's review, and it does look cool. Super Kiwi 64. That's a very recent addition. Danny, have you really talked about that much?
No, it just came out like last week.
I guess if we were doing a regular show today, that would have been in your new business, right? But
yeah, that and probably Final Fantasy, Crisis Core. I probably would have played it more, but yeah. No, and like I said, just briefly, I mean, Kiwi 64 is my Super Kiwi 64. Excuse me, is my number 2. But yeah, just tight little, very short platformer. It's fun.
Okay. And that's your second option, right? Okay. So yeah, I'll throw down with. Well, I guess it would be Agent Intercept, but then we'd be in a in a tie-break situation here. So yeah, I'll go for Curse to Golf for my second one.
Say we could have always just do like the poll, this automatically.
Oh yes, the polls. Oh, the Curse. Yeah, well in that case, Curse to Golf would win, right?
Right. I'm just saying it's like an extra tiebreaker thing or something.
So and then Feigl would get second, Danny, because you Super Kiwi is your second option. So.
Oh God, how dare you! How dare you!
Cool.
That's fine.
Excellent. So, indie game of the year goes to Curse to Golf, and the runner-up goes to Fire Girl Hack and Splash Adventure. Cool.
Right on.
Right then. So let's go to our number 10. Ty.
The best game that didn't get a mention last year because they released too late in 2021.
Right. Basically December last year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like last half of December, maybe.
Right. Yeah. Well,
yeah, something like that.
Yeah. It just whatever.
All right. What do we got? Shovel Knight, Pocket Dungeon, Kids We Were. Plural. Okay. Loop Hero, Asteroids Recharged, Ever Forward, Danganronpa Decadence, Big Brain Academy, Brain versus Brain, Death Smiles 1 and 2.
All right.
Yeah, I think Death Smiles 1 and 2 literally released on December 31st.
Damn. So the Twitter polls, let me see here. Oh, we have some replies as well. So Shovel Knight Pocket Dungeon clearly won it. It's 57%. With Danganronpa in second place with 21%, and Asteroids in third with 12%, and then Death Smiles got 9%. So yes. Yep, that's that. So we've got our nominations here. Oh, last year's winners, Ty. Did you read out last year's winners?
Oh, yeah. Let's see. We have Doomy Turtle and Double Dragon Neon.
Right.
That game is sick, by the way. Did you guys ever get a chance to play it?
No, I did not.
You need to get on that. Wishlist it right now.
Yeah. I played a lot more Doom Eternal in early 2021. Didn't get around to Double Dragon yet.
Yeah. I did see the Doom Eternal DLC on sale, so I grabbed that. I might get back into that.
Yeah, that's also on Switch. The DLC is now on Switch. I think it was a bit delayed from the other ones, but yeah. Yeah, so anyway, Asteroids Recharge. Yeah, I played that at the end of last year. Probably after the last FAMMIES. I played Asteroids Recharge. And it's really fun. It's or maybe I did talk about it on the show. I can't remember. Did I talk about it? It's Asteroids, that ancient ass game.
Right.
But it's got the Geometry Wars treatment. So it's like super stylish, neon colors and like, new weapons and stuff like that. It's got the repeating thing, like where you go off the screen and you repeat on the other side. And the same, your bullets also do the same thing. But then it's got all these cool kind of gravity weapons, which like, warp the screen and stuff like that. And it's very, very, very satisfying. It's very simple. Like it's got like just an arcade mode, you just start from zero and try and get a high score. But it does have these kind of mission modes where you have to do, kill a certain amount of things in a certain amount of time or pick up a certain amount of things. And they're separated into like missions that if you fail, you just, retry and you try again, you try and complete them all. And that's really fun as well. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. And that would be my number one.
Man,
you didn't play any of these?
I didn't play any of these games.
Okay.
I mean, Asteroids did sound like it was kind of fun. And then too, I'd say Death Smiles did sound like it's interesting. I mean, because, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I'd be any good at it or even like it because I'd be so bad, or whatever. But
you don't have to be good at it. It was kind of designed as an entry-level sort of game for shmups. And you can turn it up as high as you like.
No one talked about Shovel Knight Pocket Dungeon like this year, like at all.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, us or just generally speaking, or what?
On anything, I didn't really hear anything about it. I didn't see
it. It could have just been this. It could have just been this whole thing, man. Because it's such a late release. I think a lot of like paid outlets and stuff like that, they're probably going on vacation. They don't have enough time to even play it. Maybe.
Yeah.
And
so it feels like this is the award where they get to shine, right? Like, yeah, they totally missed it. So that's why we have this award. We
are so smart.
Yeah.
No one ever thought of doing this.
SMART.
Nice.
So yeah, I feel like I should have played that because I like Shovel Knight.
Right.
I don't even know what Pocket Dungeon is. Is it like an adventure game?
No, it's a puzzle game.
Oh, right. Yeah, and they also had like a dig game this year as well, which I also didn't play.
Am I confusing the dig game in this? Oh my god!
No. I think they're two different things. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a lot of Shovel Knight games now, like a
Mhm.
lot.
All right. I think for the number one, I think I'm going to go with Death Smiles, and then number two, I'll hit Asteroids.
Cool. I'm out of guilt. I'm going to put Shovel Knight as my second one because I feel like I should know more about that game, and I feel like everyone should know more about that game.
Right.
So what do we got here? Ty's number one, Danny's number one is Death Smiles. So Death Smiles is the clear winner.
Woo!
And the runner-up is Asteroids Recharged.
There we go.
Okay. No blowback from that one. Okay, good.
That's fair.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Cool. Right then. So, yeah. So the best game that didn't get a mention last year because it released too late in 2021 goes to Death Smiles 1 and 2. Runner-up, Asteroids Recharged.
Good ass game.
There it is.
Right then, let's go into our 11th award of the night. And Danny, take it away.
Yeah, so this obviously is for the ongoing game of the year. And what this is, these are games that basically keep getting updated and that we're still playing years later. Last year, the winner was Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, with the runner-up being Streets of Rage 4.
Oh, right. Yeah, that got DLC last year, right?
Right. And exactly, because like the thing is, like, as long as these games are getting DLC, like, it's fine. It counts. So yeah, what we have here this year is Overwatch 2. I mean, it became free and has crossplay, so kind of counts. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I mean, obviously, there's a big push from late last year, and it's still going on. They're still going to be supporting this thing until late 2023, which is insane. Nintendo Switch Sports. I mean, golf just got added here recently. It's a new game. They might be adding more stuff in the future. Who knows? It didn't say anything. Cuphead and the Delicious Last Course. Yeah, that's a thing. Dead by Daylight. Lol. I mean, they're always adding like new stuff there, so that's fair. And then
it's like a regular schedule, like every 3 months or something.
Okay. Somebody mentioned in the chat like a Kappa or Kappa is gonna like the Japanese like water monster thing.
That's a Twitch meme.
Okay. Yeah, so much I fucking know. Whatever. And then Melty Blood Type Lumina, ongoing free DLC, really. Huh.
Wow. That's on Switch?
Sure.
Silence. Ty.
What game?
You already put King of
Melty
Fighters
Blood.
On, which is not on Switch.
But Melty Blood Type Lumina totally is.
Oh, okay, cool. Take your word for it, mate. So I think Dead by Daylight has won in the past. So
has it?
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, we should
have won our runner-up, yeah, in the past. And it's still it's worth mentioning that it's still getting DLC, whatever, 5 years later.
Yeah, it got some of the best and also worst DLC this year. Things are wild over there.
Best of both worlds.
So this would be in my new business if we were doing a regular show, but yeah, I just played the new Mario Kart DLC Pack 3, and those new stages are pretty hot. Like the London one and the German one, very cool. I like these like real world based tracks, which they came from the smartphone game, and then they've improved them and put them in an actual good game.
Right.
The ones that they brought back, like the GBA ones and stuff like that, and now in like full 3D with like gravity stuff, it's fucking awesome. Yeah, all the tracks that they added were really, really good. It feels like they're getting better. It feels like the first DLC pack, like I remember complaining about how simplified a lot of them looked, and I was worried that they were all going to be like that. But it's not, thank God. They are seem to be getting better, or spending more time on it. I don't know, but each one feels like a proper Mario Kart track with the right amount of detail in it. And yeah, that new Christmas theme one gave me the vibes of like Diddy Kong Racing. Oh yeah, remind me to talk about the Diddy Kong Racing quiz later this month.
Right.
Hopefully I don't forget that. They're all good. And I just can't 48 new tracks, man. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it's pretty freaking crazy.
For like $25 or whatever. So,
yeah.
Easily gets my nomination.
No, it's free. If you pay $50 a year.
That's right. Exactly. Yeah. Yep. And Danny, you
I think that'll be my number one, because I mean it's just so much content, and I mean if you're really into Mario Kart, like that's awesome. There's just like really nothing more to say, I think. But
they also added a new mode apparently. Like I haven't tried this out, but you can actually now change which items you get. Like only do blue shells now.
Right.
Which is pretty wild.
Yeah. Don was like playing something like that, and he had a video, and he's like, "Oh man, that looks awful."
Only blue shells. Right. Nobody wants to be first, right?
Right. Oh my god. Hey, it'd be perfect for me.
Yeah. Custom items, yeah.
Right.
So Ty, your number one is
I'm getting kind of fucking sick of Dead by Daylight. I'm gonna give it to Melty Blood.
Even he's getting sick of it. Think how we think, mate.
Yeah.
Cool. Melty Blood.
A good game. The DLC is free, which is wild. Like, every other fighting game, it's $5 or more for a new fucking character, but they're just giving them to you. They just showed or released a couple, like, just in like the last week. Yeah.
All right then. So it looks like Marika is a lock. So now me and Danny have to put in our second ones. Cuphead and the Delicious Last Course DLC. See what they did there?
I don't get it.
Yeah, that got a serious lack of talking about this year. I was kind of surprised.
Yeah,
because I believe we all like Cuphead. Question mark.
Yeah.
But then with the DLC, no one got around to playing it, right?
Yeah, just thrown on the backlog.
Yeah,
I didn't even pick it up. Like, I didn't even download it. I mean, I could probably get it on Game Pass. Or can you?
The DLC?
I don't know if the DLC is on Game Pass. Pretty sure the game itself is, but
okay.
They don't usually give away the DLC on Game Pass, right? Usually the base game.
Usually, but they have in the past.
Yeah,
which is the thing.
Either irregardless, I didn't pick it up.
Yeah. So yeah, my second one, I feel like giving a pity one to Cuphead from the lack of talking about it. Because I mean, how much effort they put into drawing those fucking stages? Like it's like they've made it's like the equivalent of making 10 Disney movies, and they do that for like a just DLC for this little indie game. It's just insane. It's like just got to commend the effort there, and because they didn't fudge it. Like it's as detailed, as amazing, as beautiful as the full game. And then they got this new playable character. I've forgotten the name of it. It's a female character, right?
Right. The
cup girl? No.
Sure.
Oh no, Miss something. She's Miss Teapot or something like that.
2 girls, 1 cup, something like that.
Yeah.
Christ. So like Switch Sports, I mean, come on, adding a golf, that should have been in from the start, mate. Get out.
They
I know they said it at the beginning. It's like they might as well have said, "We didn't finish making this game. Please buy it now. We'll add the rest later." Fuck you. They might as well have said that.
Miss Chalice is the girl's name too.
Miss Chalice, thank you. Yeah, Miss Teapot, same thing in it.
Yeah.
So I won't be voting for that. So I'm going to go a pity vote for Cuphead because I appreciate their efforts.
I think I'll just go with Melty Blood. Just thinking of like, in the sense, this is something that it's not something that really has like an endpoint. Being a fighting game, this is something that you can continually play.
Danny, have you literally played any Melty Blood game?
Have you?
No, that's why I didn't vote for it. You fucking psycho.
I'm just saying. I don't know.
Danny, I hate you more than anything in the world right now.
Well, if I would vote for Cuphead, we'd be
Yes.
tied.
Uh-huh. Would we?
Yeah, just give it.
Oh no,
Just give it to me, please.
Ty hasn't put his second option in yet.
I'll put the second one for Melty Blood type Lumina as well. Owned.
Come on. You bored of Dead by Daylight? What is it? It's not going to be fucking Overwatch 2, is it?
No, that game sucks ass.
Right.
And so does Mario Kart. But if I give it to Mario Kart, I get my Melty Blood guaranteed runner up. So I'm gonna do that.
Over fucking Cuphead, with a game you actually like?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's strategic voting, James.
I see. All right then. Thanks very much.
It works. Asterisk.
Right then. So thanks to Ty's little Fox News maneuver, we have a runner-up. So the winner of ongoing Game of the Year goes to... Wait. What is it now? Yes, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And the runner-up goes to Melty Blood Type Lumina, a game only 1 out of 3 of us has played.
Perfect.
Brilliant. It's a good game. My word should be enough.
Your words are meaningless. Let's go on to the 12th award of the night. And it's just turned midnight here in Japan.
Oh boy.
Good times. And it's my favorite one. It's Super Hype Get of the Year. Amazing moments of hype delivered on the worldwide interwebs. So yeah, these are usually things that have happened in directs or, something like that. Trailers, whatever, something cool that's happened. Oh, by the way, ongoing Game of the Year won. Mario Kart 8 also won on the online poll. And Delicious Last Course won runner-up. So well done, Danny. Well done,
Thanks.
Ty, for going against the world.
Be here all night.
Okay, let's just let's get the poll up here. Let's share that one. So Super Hype Get of the Year. The winner on the online poll is the release date for Breath of the Wild 2, Tears of the Kingdom. Easily wins 62%, with the runner-up being GoldenEye 64, 30%. Big run for Splatoon 3 only got 5%. And TGS Returning got 1.9%. Wow. So a couple of people care about TGS other than us. So yes, those were the nominations. The one that's not on the poll is the Mario movie trailers. So yeah, we have GoldenEye, Big Run, Breath of the Wild 2, TGS Returning, and the Mario trailers. And I think that's everything. The Patreon added anything? No, I think that's everything. Yep. Multiple Mario trailers.
Right.
Yes, and the release date for Tears of the Kingdom. So, thoughts, Danny?
Man, I mean, it's like we knew, I think after a certain point that, this sequel to Breath of the Wild was going to be delayed into 2023. It was just like, when's it going to happen? So like, as cool as it was, I still think it was cooler just to see that GoldenEye is finally coming back, like in its original form. I mean, not only on the Switch, but also on Xbox too. So if you want like a higher visual, fidelity or something like that, you got that. You want to play
if you want the frame rate in its original form, you can play it on Switch.
Yeah,
exactly.
Or if you want to play it online, you could only play a Nintendo Switch Online. So like, yeah, whatever.
Asterisk.
Yeah, but I mean, just the fact that it's coming back is so freaking cool. It was a really good reveal and stuff like that on the Nintendo Direct version and stuff too. It was awesome.
I think when they announced Banjo, they didn't really do like a blowout, right? It was just kind of casually mentioned, on this like list of games. It was like, oh yeah, and also this,
Yeah. And
this one, they knew it was a big deal because that's what most people say. It's like, oh, you can play N64 games on the Switch. Has it got GoldenEye?
No,
that's how about the best one?
Yeah, that's exactly what everybody.
No. Yeah. Well, actually, it's owned by Microsoft, and so we all just assumed it was never going to happen. Right?
Yeah, so it's like in my circle of people that I talk with, like people would say, "Does it have GoldenEye? Does it have those, THQ Yuke's wrestling games. And it's like, well, those wrestling games are never going to happen. GoldenEye,
Yeah.
probably never going to happen. And hey, this is the world we live in. It's happening.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I was happy with Banjo.
yeah.
It made me very happy that came. And, you know, I played that. I mean, if we were allowed to have individual N64 games as our, you know, most played, you know, that would have made it. Actually, I played a whole bunch of Banjo-Kazooie this year, like way more than the shit that I mentioned in my top 5.
I suppose. I mean, hey,
Yeah.
just a very quick side note. That N64 app gives really specific by the minute times per
Really?
game, which is really nice.
Cool. Didn't know that. So yeah, that could have been on my top 5. Yeah, I got maybe to the 4th or 5th world. Did Freeze Easy Peak. I got to the swamps. Yeah, it was good times. So yeah, GoldenEye clearly gets mine because, you know, that got the reaction from me when I saw it in the trailer, like when the Banjo DLC for Smash was announced. You know, it was like, you know, the same kind of gasp came out of my mouth when I saw that. I was like, holy shit, they actually fucking did it. And the same parties were involved, right? It's the same, you know, Nintendo, Microsoft, you know, reach around.
Yeah, but they have to fucking deal with the film studio and shit.
Oh yeah, there's another 24 parties involved with GoldenEye, so I'm glad they figured it.
Yeah.
So is that also your number 1, Ty? Or?
I guess I was slightly soured by like only split screen multiplayer on Switch, and then like apparently no multiplayer online on Xbox.
Right,
that's just stupid. But I bet that's
an Xbox problem, not a Nintendo problem. Deal with it.
Right.
I don't know. It might be a Nintendo problem. We'll see.
Right.
So runners up. So Danny, you have Breath of the Wild release date.
Yeah.
When you just 5 minutes ago said you already knew it was coming. Brilliant.
No, I didn't know specifically when it was coming. So I mean, it's nice to know.
When you saw the release date for Breath of the Wild, you were like, woo, next year, woo. Like, really?
Maybe more so than any of these other choices, I guess.
I just went, oh, okay, so it's not coming out this year. Okay, fair enough. That was pretty much my reaction.
I was like, it's coming out in time for Golden Week. No, it's not. Okay, cool. The week after Golden Week. Perfect.
The Mario trailers have been pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm really surprised by those. That is hype. Like that it wasn't garbage.
Let's go.
Yeah, I think the second one was better. But even the first one, it was good. I mean, the humor was spot on. Like Bowser was perfect. The snowman, not the snowman, the penguin guy was awesome. Mario, Chris Pratt, please try harder.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. I'm hyped for next year. So yeah, if we're talking about hype as this award is titled, then yes, Mario trailers gave me hype, but not for a game, but for a movie.
Okay, you know what? Now you put it like that, yeah, I'd say okay, that'll get my number 2, because I mean that is something I'm actually really looking forward to. Not that I'm not looking forward to Breath of the Wild, but
yeah, it's like it's a given, isn't it? It's like you know Tears of the Kingdom is going to be good. They've been working on it for 5 years.
Yeah.
When you know they could have easily shut out like a download package for it in 2 years, but they didn't.
Right.
But
like
with the whole thing, right?
With the Mario movie, it's like there's reason to be skeptical, especially when there was like nothing. You know, you have a divisive person playing Mario, and you know whatever. Then just a bunch of other guys do another part. And like, how the hell is this gonna work? You know, and then you see the trailer and you're like, okay, I can see how this could be fun. So.
Yeah, I always get worried when they wheel out Miyamoto. It's like, okay, if they need the big boys advertising it, okay, maybe there's some problems here. It's like, you know, when it comes out and you start talking about the fucking Pikmin app, and it's like, okay, they're obviously worried that no one's playing it, and obviously no one's playing it, but you know. So when they wheel him out for the Mario trailer, it's like, oh shit, they need Miyamoto to do this. It's like it's not going to just be good on its own merits. They need Miyamoto to say, no, guys, it's really good. Anya-san, hey. But no,
definitely
it was good.
Weird. But,
They didn't need Miyamoto to come out. It was fine.
Right.
It would have been fine on its own. So that gets my second nomination.
Okay.
I guess I should write that on the page.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
So it looks like GoldenEye 64 is a lock. And then, yeah, I don't think anything Ty can do can change the Mario trailer being the runner-up.
Sure, whatever. That's fine.
Sure, whatever, man. He's mad.
I'm not super excited about any of these. Maybe GoldenEye, but it's still a little bit of a sour aftertaste there.
I know. I think the older we get, the harder it is to get like super hyped about anything.
I don't know about that. I'm very excited for things that aren't coming out on Nintendo.
Okay.
Oh yeah, talk about all the cool Xbox presentations that happened this year and all that cool announcements of.
I can tell you guys about some new socks that I bought.
Hey man, Street Fighter 6, not fucking on Switch.
Noted Xbox first party game. Good job.
Yeah,
perfect.
Right then. Anyway, super high get of the year goes to the GoldenEye 64 announcement, with the runner-up being the Super Mario trailers. Yahoo! Oh, I forgot to mention the winners of last year. Dope. Metroid Dread announcement was the winner, and Splatoon 3 announcement was the runner-up.
Yeah, cool. That was a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Right then. So number 13.
Fun.
Take it away.
Yeah, best music track of the year. I think my nominations have won this every year. I'm hoping to keep the streak up. All right, so let's go down. Or maybe I should talk about last year.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we had another winner from Scott Pilgrim versus the World, an older game that finally got released on Switch and re-released on everything because like it was delisted from everything for a long time because licensed stuff.
That's on the Fukubukuro pretty much every week.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of an iconic first level song now by Anamanaguchi, right?
Right on.
Yeah. Oh wait, that was the winner, the runner-up. The last one was the Fillmore theme remake from ActRaiser Renaissance by video game music brain god Yuzo Koshiro.
Right. He just turned 55 or something a couple days ago.
I follow him on Twitter and YouTube. It's
great. A guy?
Yeah.
We hang out a ton, mostly on the internet.
Yeah, his English is top notch too. He was doing a thing where he's like explaining some cool old Japanese magazine shit in English.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he would do very well to follow him on any platform.
Nice.
All right, and what does the Twitter say? Nobody voted for Fire Girl, Nakatomi Plaza. Got some.
I think. Well, James is muted right now, but I think there was maybe a reason for that. It's like the Fire Girl music is like this wasn't there. Like
it wasn't on YouTube until James.
Yeah. Right. I had to correct it. Yeah, exactly. I had to correct the mistake. The developers did not release the soundtrack on anything, so yeah, I recorded that track and put it on YouTube. So the winner on the poll is the Live Alive Megalomania, and then it's an actual draw. It's between Splatoon 3's Alterna Funky track and You Will Know Our Names from Xenoblade 3.
Okay. So nobody knows my nominations yet.
Go ahead. Oh, so did you read the full list yet?
Yeah, let's go down the list.
Good
but
idea.
Yeah, first one is Fire Girl Nakatomi Plaza. It's nice. I like it. I don't know if we're all gonna listen to it right now. Maybe you guys are listening at your leisure.
Yeah, I will say this
track in the game.
Yeah, if you're listening to the show right now live, well, there are links in the description of the YouTube video that you can like check out every single one of these tracks. Check that out. If it's after the fact, you can do that too. You can check it out on the website and that's posted. Yeah.
Audio versions can have them laid into the
things will be kind of like you'll be listening to some stuff and I'll probably work the way up to the winner as it's talked about or something like that. I'll figure it out.
Yeah. So yeah, Fire Girls.
Right.
Yeah.
Next nomination. All right, next nomination. Splatoon 3, Alternate Mission 2, Funky.
Mm.
It is funky.
Yeah, I don't think it sounds like a Street Fighter track or something. It's like it's very not Splatoon. Like I think a lot of the people that don't like Splatoon music, they're often thinking about the first two games where it's got that kind of, well, they created their own genre, right? Squidcore
Right.
music, where it's like voice samples of distorted voice samples of people speaking not English, not any language. And yeah, I can see why people don't like that. But this track is nothing like that. It's a straight up funkatronic funk fest. It's great.
This is funky. It kind of reminds me of like I don't know, like kind of like Sonic something mixed with Fall Guys. Right? No, what was it? Sonic, the good one.
Oh, you lost me there, mate.
Heroes.
No, the one that was made by not Sega.
BioWare, like that RPG on the Game Boy Advance.
Oh my god! Thank you for making me remember that. Or curse you.
The synth at the beginning, Tide, isn't it like a Konami kind of synth style? Almost could be like the start of a fucking Turtles game.
Yeah, or that's what made me think of Fall Guys, actually.
Yeah. Anyway, it's great, and it's good. This
is
is story mode. Alterna is the story mode that I talked about in my top 5.
Okay. All right. What's the next one? Alterna Mission 5, Chill. That's very Dr. Mario of them. Also very funky. I like it.
Thank you very much. Those are my 2 favorite songs in Splatoon 3. And they're only in the story mode. It's not in the, in the turf war or the ranked. Just story.
Yeah, it's like it reminds me of something, but I can't quite put my finger on what.
You can't not bob your head to that one.
True. Very funky. All right. Can we go to the next one? Next nomination, Live Alive Megalomania, not Megalovania. In case anybody else did a double take of that title.
I did.
Yeah.
I did like 10 times.
Right.
I was like, wow, Undertale DLC and Live Alive. Cool.
Right. Now with the video that's like linked up, you have to kind of fast forward a little bit. But I think you've probably heard this theme at some point. It's really cool.
So it's like epic boss battle theme.
Yeah. Yeah. Every boss that you fight, like every end boss of like every chapter is this. It's great.
Cool.
Yeah, it slaps.
Yeah.
Definitely good boss music.
Yeah.
Right, then next one is.
Oh yeah. I want to jam out that one a little longer, but okay. Super Kiwi 64. What?
Yeah. Again, that game that I talked
beach
about.
theme. Let's go.
Yeah, it's
this is nice.
Yeah, fun little theme. I really enjoyed this one actually.
I actually added a comment on YouTube to this one. Somebody wrote on the YouTube comments that it sounded very much like a certain Zelda track.
It does.
Gerudo. Yeah, so somebody wrote Gerudo Beach in the chat.
very, very clever. Yeah. I like it.
It is. Yeah, that's pretty much Gerudo Valley, that track, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, it's Gerudo Valley. It's a great one though.
Yeah, I can see this like getting really stuck in my head if I like played this game for a while.
Yeah, it's cool. I like this world. This area.
I could see this getting a copyright strike from Nintendo, to be honest, mate.
Yeah, the hottest IP on the market, Super Kiwi 64.
Right.
Never know.
All right. Next up, now we get to my nominations. I'm surprised nobody nominated these before I did. We got Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. And holy shit, the whole soundtrack is aces, but I nominated 2 tracks that I think stood out. First Panic in the Sky. Let's go. Like this track is just kind of perfect for the whole mood of the game, I think. I'll describe it. It's like 80s rock. It slaps. Right? Cool lyrics, everything.
Nice.
Let's go.
Love it.
Yeah. And then the next one, this one like really caught me off guard. Like,
this is wild.
But it fits so perfectly in the game. It's like, you know, you're playing with like these like arcadey tracks by the Sonic Mania guy. That's the name of the game I was trying to remember a minute ago.
Ah, there you go.
But then like you suddenly get like a Ghostface Killa track, like an original one for the Shredder theme, and it's perfect. It's perfect.
TURTLE power.
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of, right? That was the first single I ever bought as a child. TURTLE power on cassette.
Damn.
Well done.
Yep.
All right. But yeah, the other track got nominated. And We Ain't Come to Lose. Ghostface Killa, let's go.
Good one.
Wow, like I'm still surprised. Like they totally got Ghostface Killa for this video game.
Yeah.
That's
spared no expense.
Well, that for a game that isn't like the Wu-Tang Clan fighting game, but nevertheless, might be my choice. I'm not 100% decided yet. All right, and then next up, I put in a Dead by Daylight track, which was newly added this year.
Jesus Christ, I was a bit confused by this. There's like 48 versions of it or something.
Okay, so it's kind of brilliant. So like you know, in game, like the music it fills a gameplay purpose. Like when the killer is close to you, you know, you start hearing a heartbeat sound, but you also hear a theme. And they've been reworking all the killers to give them original themes bit by bit. And you know, this one it starts when the killer's kind of close to you. You hear like this low bass riff, and then it kind of kicks it. More things like kick in as the killer gets closer, and then when they start, it sounds like it's muffled, like your neighbors are like fucking playing music, trying to keep you up at night. But then you hear it loud and clear when the killer actually starts chasing you, which is excellent. And the music changes depending on what add-ons the killer is running. So like basically what items they selected at the beginning of the match. Because like Legion has always had the mixtape add-ons, but they never like did anything in terms of audio until they made this update. So he can bring 1 or 2 mixtape add-ons, and it will actually change the theme a little bit when Legion chases you. So it's kind of dynamic in that sense.
All right, the last one, Ty, I just added it from the Patreon page.
Oh, word. Oh yeah, brilliant! I'm excited to listen to this. We have Mario Kart 8 DLC, Mushroom Gorge.
Yeah, this one's just been added. Literally.
Yeah, I'm just listening to it. It's
days ago.
Kind of catchy. It's kind of like Moo Moo Meadows vibes.
Or Momo Meadows.
Momo, yeah, there we go.
Weird, but okay.
I've already put in my nominations. I like your Panic in the Sky, Ty, that nomination. Fantastic. Love it. That's my second one. My first up nomination is for my own one.
Right.
Which is the Chill, the Alternate Mission Chill. That's my favorite Splatoon 3 track, and I think it's fantastic. And yeah, runner up, Shredder's Revenge, Panic in the Sky. Good choice. Danny?
I'm still not decided on mine. How about?
Yeah, so I mean, my number one, obviously, I picked the Live Alive one, Megalomania, because I love it. It's freaking fantastic. My second one, I'm kind of having some debating with myself here. I did really like the Dead by Daylight one. That was really cool. Just like the lead up, all that type of stuff. It's great. I mean, Mario Kart, you can't go wrong with that. It's Super Kiwi 64, that beach theme. I mean, that was one of my nominations. Of course, I thought it was great. The second too, like the Turtles stuff, I really like that as well. Man, I'm kind of leaning towards a Panic in the Sky, actually. Just taking a moment to kind of think it over a little bit.
Yeah, me too. It's a very hard choice for me too. Like, I can't go with the Dead by Daylight one because it's like so uniquely done and perfectly brilliantly done with like the existing stuff. Panic in the Sky slaps. I love Ghostface Killer. I don't know, man.
Well, Dead by Daylight, I know it's a technical achievement, but like the music itself wasn't a big fan.
Okay,
It's
well, I like it.
It's kind of noisy.
I liked it, just personally, just the music.
I like hearing what they did with it, like all the different. I mean, it's like when Mario goes on the back of Yoshi in Mario World, that how they layered two different tracks. This is like to the nth degree, right? Like 26 layers, right? That's like, technical achievement.
Yeah, and like if you're really familiar like with the sounds, like you can call out to your teammates like which one it is if you're being chased.
Not my tempo. If I could somewhere,
I'm gonna go with that one, and I think I'll go with Shredder's Revenge for my second choice. Panic in the Sky.
Whatever, Grandpa. Gene say 64. James. Grandpa.
Turn it down.
Turn that shit off. Get off my fucking lawn. I'm gonna go with Panic in the Sky for my number two. That's
a lock. Great. Okay, that's a lock. We've got a winner. So now we just need a runner-up. Is it going to be the Sublime Chill track from Splatoon 3? Or
go to the poll.
Some shitty RPG boss theme, or some crazy-ass noisy Dead by Daylight shit? Who knows?
Who oomst amongst us knows?
Take look at the poll.
Oh yeah. Thank you, Danny. So the poll is Megalomania is the winner.
Woo! It's the winner. It's the winner.
With Alterna Funky. Wow, that's not even the one I nominated, is it? No, I voted for Alterna Chill. I couldn't put them all in. That's why.
Yeah.
And the Xenoblade one as well. Xenoblade one didn't get any nominations. Okay, so what's it gonna be? Well, I guess Megalomania gets the.
Well, we could go to third choices for us.
Okay.
I don't know if this is gonna help because I was gonna pick the beach theme from Super Kiwi 64.
I think it'll help because I'm digging Megalomania.
Okay.
My third option would be for the other Splatoon track. Thank you.
Fair.
So Megalomania has now gone up to 2.5 points. So that would get the runner-up, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I thought we could seal the deal that way.
Boom.
Cool. All right then. It is decided. Have a look here. So the best music track of the year goes to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge, Panic in the Sky. And the runner-up is not that one. Live Alive's Megalomania. Not Megalovania.
Yeah, not Megalovania.
Not yet.
Making that clear one more time.
Yeah, just in case.
Right. Cool. Right then. So, Danny, we're on to award number 14.
Yes. So this is basically from here we have some individual things that we're going to be talking about here, and I have one. Right. This is relatively straightforward. This is Danny's shelf of shame. So
Oh,
if you watch the video version of the show, you can look behind me and you say, wow, you got a lot of stuff back there. And you could probably think like, oh, wow, you played all those video games behind you. It's like, yeah, no, not really.
not yet.
Yeah, I mean,
not
so
ever.
like, yeah. And it's when you have a lot of stuff, you just kind of just start accumulating more stuff, especially when it comes to games. And then you just realize, oh my God, I have so many games that I probably literally won't be able to finish even a quarter of these until I'm dead. Or, well, no, I will not be able to finish them while I'm alive, is what I'm trying to say. I can't play them after I die. So, yeah, this is where you guys come in, because I have a short list of games, kind of like some games that I'm kind of ashamed that I've never completed.
Oh, we're going to help you. I thought you were going to do it by how much layers of dust are around the book. No,
I keep it pretty clean. So,
okay.
And
whatever, Grandpa.
That's very fitting.
Just repeating the same comment. Yeah.
So I have just 3 games that I kind of wanted to throw up here, and I wanted your guys' opinions on this. And I mean, obviously, you guys listening live, feel free to drop something too. If it's an audio show, too, say something after the fact. I definitely want to take into your guys' consideration. The 3 games I've kind of just chosen here, kind of like a weird hodgepodge: 2 N64 games and a GameCube game.
Okay.
Yeah,
you can put them in the document. Yeah.
Oh, I guess I probably
copy and paste them in. Yeah.
Yeah. Crud muffins. Well, first I'll just tell you. I mean, it's Resident Evil 2 on the N64, Bangayo on the N64, the Japan exclusive that also came out on the Dreamcast, and then on the GameCube, Time Splitters 2, which I owned on the PS2 back in the day, but I never beat it. So, like, I don't know. Is it worth going back to these things? What do you guys think? Again? So, again, Resident Evil 2 on the N64, Bangayo on the N64, or Time Splitters 2. Any of these things worth going to, or should I just throw them all in the trash or keep them on the shelf?
Play all 3. They're good.
Okay. But I mean, like, if you had to pick like an order or something like that, which one should I maybe go for first?
Good question. Kind of want to say Resident Evil 2, because oddly enough, like the 64 version might be like the best version.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's kind of like what I've heard too. And like the control, I mean, I played a little bit of it because I mean, I have it here. Bangayo, I don't even think I've even played it yet. I just found it like a.
Is that the one where you can share tracks using the audio, like, and that's like somehow shares the audio to another device? It's a DS game, right?
No. It's in 64. Like I think there is a Bangayo.
There is a way.
There is a Bangayo.
Yeah. The DS one creates an audio, like a static audio thing, and if you make another DS listen to it, that's how it downloads it. It's like a amazing kind of concept. I don't probably the N64 is just memory packs, right? I guess.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a 2D shooter and stuff like that. It looks really fun. It's supposed to be really tough, but I was kind of personally, I was kind of leaning towards Resident Evil 2, but
yeah, I would go for that one as well. Is it Time Splitters 1 or 2?
2, and also I have Future Perfect as well, but I figured probably start it with 2 because I mean I don't think they even released one on the GameCube, but
Time Splitters 2 is a weird one. I may have mentioned this on the show. I got terrible motion sickness from this game.
Really?
Yeah, and I did some research on this, and I'm not alone. There's something about the head movement of this game and the speed of it, which fucks a lot of people up. Me, myself included.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very smooth, fast game. Maybe too fast. Maybe it's the point of view or the field of view or something.
Like, does it kind of does it like fisheye lens like a little bit too?
Yeah,
or am I tripping?
Yeah, but I really liked the game, but I literally could not physically play it because I would throw up. Like, it's really, really that bad.
Okay.
Yeah, but cool game though. I mean, if you don't throw up, then yeah, do that one. I would say Resident Evil 2, Time Splitters 2 if you don't throw up, and then Bangayo.
Okay. All right. Well, maybe on the next like regular episode of the show, that's something I'll talk about, and maybe even make other stuff about it too. Because I'm interested. Obviously, I buy these things because I'm freaking interested in them. It's just sometimes just having some accountability is a important thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
But, all right, well, Resident Evil 2 is gonna get the win there for Danny Shelf of Shame. We'll see how it goes.
Shelf of Shame.
Yep.
Cool. I like last year's one. Danny's Japanese it on your Switch.
Japanese on your Yeah, I mean, last year there were a lot of Japan exclusives that came out on the Switch, or a lot more than this year. Like, and a lot of good games and stuff like that too. So, yeah, last year for me, crap. Yes.
Densha to go Hashido Yamane-sen.
Yeah, that won it. That was one of my favorite games on the system, period. Not even just Japanese games. So it was fantastic.
Right. It's your top played game, right? One of your top played games.
Yeah. Cool.
Let's
move. Yeah.
Well, next we have Ty's Specialist Award.
Oh yeah. What Ninten-Don't of the year.
Ooh.
Yeah, and
gotta have it.
In the year of our Lord 2022, you know, we're starting to see the difference in hardware, I think.
Yep.
Let's see, what do we got? We got Elden Ring first and most obviously. Game of the year according to a lot of other people. What else? Stray, the funny cat game. Gran Turismo 7. Yeah.
Oh, Stray's on everything. I somehow thought that was a PlayStation exclusive.
Yeah. Wait, is it not? Is it on Switch?
No.
I didn't know it was on Xbox. I thought it was only on PlayStation.
Yeah, me too.
No, I think it's just PlayStation.
Yeah, it's just something.
And so you haven't played it. You just think it.
Generally speaking.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
I do have a PS4. I don't have a PS4.
Right. I could play it too.
Yeah.
Nobody
Let's see. Gran Turismo and King of Fighters, which like this whole year I was thinking it was on Switch, and like I nominated for all the stuff, and then I checked like, oh yeah, we wanted it on Switch, but we didn't for reasons. I'm like, what? Okay. Well,
cool.
There you go. Oh, and last year's winner, Guilty Gear Strive.
Still not
good game. Yeah. I don't think Switch could handle it.
Right then.
Do you guys have any other random games you want to slap on here?
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 with the Roman numerals.
Okay.
It is kind of amazing just seeing. I mean, for playing Switch for basically 3 years straight without playing any other higher, fidelity platforms. Being like, oh yeah, I've mentioned this before, but games can look like really amazing. But
yep, and like sometimes it's not even like the hardware requirement, but like also like the internet infrastructure or something like that.
Sure. I mean, yeah. Not to get into it. I mean, art direction and stuff like that too can really change things. But
anyways,
cool.
Let's see. Do you want to vote on this, or should I just tell you what I think?
That's tell us what you think.
Yeah. Okay. Elden Ring, I guess.
You haven't played it yet, Ty? You planning on?
I haven't. I did catch the bug though, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna play all the From Software games that I can on Xbox. And yeah, you remember like the first thing I did was like 100% clear Dark Souls 1, and I had a blast doing it.
Nice.
And then I was well into Dark Souls 2 before Dead by Daylight kind of took over again.
Yeah.
But also King of Fighters, it's a good game. I think I'll go with the Elden Ring though.
Yeah.
Like this is the main reason to play on a console. It isn't Switch, probably.
Yeah. I mean, that's all other podcasts we'll be talking about, isn't it? So.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll just stop there.
Yeah.
Elden Ring. I mean, you can play Dark Souls 1 Fancy Edition on Switch, and that game is excellent. It's top notch.
Yeah.
You might even make a case it's better in the sense that it's more charming in a certain way. In a torturous, janky way. Highly recommended.
So as we get close to our 4th hour here,
Yeah.
I'll quickly do my gaming meme of the year. So yeah, there's only one nomination for this one and one winner, and that's of course that Ty kind of spoiled it right at the beginning of the show, but it's Rabbi Bill Clinton is my nomination. So yeah, this was actually related to Elden Ring, right? Elden Ring won the award. A young white guy followed the whole crew onto the stage and then took over the mic and did a little bit of Kanye West moment, and then said, you know, Rabbi Bill Clinton, and no one still knows what the fuck he was talking about, but it's great. And it's the only thing that people will ever remember from the Game Awards. And that gives me great pleasure knowing that Jeff Keighley
Me
has
too.
to deal with that.
But man, I'm recalling some other gaming memes from the year.
All right.
There was the whole maidenless question mark that Elden Ring spawned. No.
Maidenless. Okay.
Absolutely maidenless behavior.
Okay.
Like some guy, I don't know, some guy in Elden Ring gives a shit for being maidenless.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And thus goes the rest of the internet.
Okay.
What else? Fucking Neko Arc. That fucking cat.
Yeah.
Right. That was like it's a meme by itself. They made it a fighting game character. Let's go.
Yeah. My God, when it comes to fucking memes, like everything's just so over my head these days. Just I see something on Twitter, I'm like, what in the fuck is going on? I don't even know anymore.
I don't know if it's become a meme yet, but I would like to add Elon Musk getting booed on stage with Dave Chappelle, and then him saying, I think it was like mostly yays and like a little bit of boos or something like that. I would nominate that
shit went right on Scrub Quotes.
Oh, nice.
Mostly yays.
Yeah. I think maybe that would win actually, because that can encapsulate the whole fucking bullshit of what happened to Twitter this year.
I don't know though, James. Right? I mean, I kind of feel sorry for the guy because I mean, like him, I'm a stable genius.
I mean, if you want a gaming meme, just like hard drive ripping on him, that was good.
Oh yeah. Oh, was that this year?
Was it?
Like
I mean, they did again, like just recently. They replied to him and said, maybe you should go back to stealing our jokes.
Yeah,
and then all the replies were shadow banned.
If that happened this year, I would nominate that hard drive back and forth between Elon Musk and hard drive. That was brilliant. Okay. That was, another.
But you're going with Rabbi Bill Clinton.
Yeah, I don't know what to do now. There's two Elon Musk moments now. So yep, all of them are the winner.
All of them are the winner. I like it.
So the rest of the nominations, I mean, we're getting pretty long here now, so we'll probably save a lot of them for early next year in 2023. So that'll be FAMMIES. That'll be Famicast 237. For example, we have actually a brand new award which was created by our patrons, which is very touching. The Famicast Patreon exclusive show of the year. So they, I believe they're still hashing it out. So we don't know what the winner of that one is. So that will be interesting to find out next year. Obviously, we're still in the middle of season 6. Season 7 won't start till April next year. But that is it. Oh, we do have one more poll, and I guess we should mention games we're looking forward to next year. So the final poll that we ran was, what new games are you looking forward to playing in 2023? And the winner, 51%, was Tears of the Kingdom. Runner-up was Metroid Prime 4 2. Don't think we'll be playing it next year, but nice to have it on there. Number 3 was Advance Wars 1 and 2 HD. And last was Fire Emblem Engage with 6%. So yeah, I guess we should talk about our own personal games we're looking forward to playing. I think mine has remained unchanged for 3 years. Tears of the Kingdom. At least I can add the name of it now.
Right.
Because it was Breath of the Wild 2 for
the sequel to the Breath of the Wild.
Right.
Yeah.
Metroid Prime 4, that's still on there. Advance Wars 1 and 2, that's still on there. Game Boy Online is still on there. So yeah, nothing new to add. Yeah, I guess I'm also looking forward to the Mario movie. It's not a game, but yeah, looking forward to watching that. Danny, what are you looking forward to next year?
Yeah, obviously, Tears of the Kingdom. No, AEW Fight Forever. I'm looking forward to that. That should be pretty cool. And I'm pretty interested in the new Resident Evil 4 remaster that they're doing coming out in March. Also mildly interested in the new Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. I kind of want to beat the first one, before I even do that. But yeah, there's some cool like next gen stuff coming out that it might be fun to actually kind of play and kind of be part of the conversation at the time. We'll see how it goes.
Cool. Ty, are you just copy and pasting from last year or anything new?
Yeah, like I think I have a lot of bad luck with games I'm looking forward to being like canceled or delayed, like
right.
multiple years. But new stuff I'm looking forward to: Street Fighter 6, Tekken 8, GoldenEye re-release. Project L was on my list last year, still being worked on slowly and surely. They recently showed some new content. State of Decay 3, still no footage or anything. I think they're working on it at one point, but like when they announced it, they for like a year, it's like, no, we haven't even started production yet. Give fuck.
Brilliant.
We just made a trailer to let you know that we intend to make one. It's like, God,
excellent.
What the
Isn't
that
it the
Perfect
best?
Dark 3 on my list from last year somehow?
Right? No, it was on mine last year, and I just
Yeah.
yeah.
So what happened?
I forgot that was being made.
Yeah, we just forgot about it.
They moved resources to porting the N64 version to Switch.
Right. But Virtua Fighter 6, because they were talking about announcing something, and it turned out it was just Virtua Fighter 5 with racist netcode.
Cool.
Advance Wars 1 and 2. Please, I beg you. That's my note here. Please. Rumbleverse, that came out and that game delivered. That's a good fucking game. And of course, Killer Instinct 4. One guy that was on the Xbox podcast that claims to have inside information said it's being worked on. I don't know who's making it, but it's being worked on. So like, I don't know, man.
Cool. Awesome. So next year we'll do things like Patreon show of the year and most popular videos of the year and anything else we forgot about. And if you guys have any nominations for games released too late this year, like things that came out like this month, or come out after this show is released, yeah, please send them in and we'll add them on for next year's Famicast, FAMMIES 2023. So obviously Final Fantasy, what's it called?
Crisis Core, Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah. Crisis of the Chronicles. That's obviously going to be on there because, yeah, we haven't talked about it and the FAMMIES is over. So, yeah, that'll be on next year's show.
Yeah. Also, I mean, I know some of you guys sent actually nominations or just like various comments about this. If we didn't read your stuff out during this episode, hit us up. Now it's a pretty long episode. It's bound to forget something, right? So
it's going to take about 24 hours to render this shit. So
yeah, maybe. God,
good times.
Looking forward to that.
Well, everyone wish Danny the best of luck in editing this. And if you're listening to the podcast and you think, God damn, this is a long show, imagine editing it. So yeah, all the lovely music that was added in and the chapters and the images.
Final product should be fun. If you listen to the audio version, great. If you never have, give it a try. Oh, it's for $190. No, it's absolutely free. Yeah, but
fantastic. All right then, guys, that is it. That is the FAMMIES 2022. Like I may have hinted at in this show, we are planning on doing a Diddy Kong Racing 25-year anniversary super quiz later this month. So yeah, keep it locked to the Twitters and the YouTubes, and it'll be live, so you'll be able to join in and win fabulous fictional prizes.
Wild.
So yeah, that should be good. So that's all from me. That's my hosting duties for the entire year done, except for Patreon shows, obviously. But Danny, thank you for sticking around and fucking up all the awards.
That's why I'm here.
Nah, it's good times. Thank you.
Yeah.
And Ty, thanks for playing no Nintendo games this year, but still taking part in a Nintendo award show.
Right.
My pleasure.
Fantastic. So until next year, happy Hanukkah, happy Christmas, happy New Year, and all that good stuff. And yeah, if you don't join the Diddy Kong Racing quiz, we'll see you all next year.
Yep.
Peace out. Famicrew out.
Peace.
Oh my goodness. I'm about